Hello everyone. Here we are again. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect, and tonight we get to watch the 2011 Stanley Cup Final rematch. It's going to be lots of fun. Canucks playing in Boston, and as you'll see when we go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need, the Canucks have had a very rough time when it comes to playing over in Boston. So we're hoping they can change their their fortunes there in Beantown. Oh, so much stuff to talk about. We're going to go through the hello as we always do. Check out everyone who's hanging out in chat already. We're going to go through the stats that you want, but you don't really need, as I said. We're going to go through the Canucks lineup, some big lineup news. Woo! I am very excited for that one. That's going to be great. And then we're going to do the first intermission. We have a special guest for the Rusty and Dusty Side show. As we all saw last game, Dustin is doing a very well-deserved trip to Las Vegas. So he's going to be down there for the next couple days, so he won't be able to join us. Instead, filling in the legend, Mr. Jakes Takes Hockey, so he will be there. And then for the second intermission, I'll give you guys a little sneak preview. We're going to have some show and tell. So here's a little show and tell to start you off. This is Trevor Linden, one of his classic hockey cards. Right wing. I don't even know if it'll go that small. It probably won't even go that small. But here's a Trevor Linden card. So that's a sneak preview for you. But like I said, show and tell time. I went into the storage unit because we're getting the Christmas tree ready, which you guys may have seen. We have put up the Christmas tree. There's lots of Christmas decorations on there. It seems to be Dobby themed and Canucks themed. Saying that, if you didn't see the post about the Christmas tree, that's because you need to become a member of the stream. So that's something we started at the very last stream. So if you look down there, there is a button that says join. And so what that does is it allows you to come in and it'll give you custom emojis, which you may see some people using tonight. There's a couple Trevor Lindens in there already. You also get loyalty badges. So everyone you see in chat that's got that little 0 symbol beside their name, that's what you get for being a member. As well, we're going to start doing a monthly members only chat where, like I always talk about, lots of stuff is going on. We have a lot of fun interacting with everybody as we go through the game, but it can get a little crazy. So we're going to do a monthly members only chat, which will allow you guys to sit down. There won't be a hockey game on. I'll have a little bit more focused attention for everyone out here. And then as well, your chat comments will actually show better in my Calvin's like, is that a 0? Yeah. If you look really, really close, and if you look at the symbol that I used for it's a 0, but it's done in cursive. So here, we're doing some show and tell already. We might as well jump into the hello section. So hello, Calvin. So let's see. So the symbol that I actually use for my stream is based off of this. So you can see right here, this is 0 like you know it. And then this is 0 done in cursive. So years and years ago, I started messing around with that as a symbol. And so that one, and this is actually the original one that I actually use for, and that, you can actually see there's some green in there. So it actually, not that I'm using a green screen, but so that is the original 0. And then I added the little tiny extra 0 right here in there because nothing is perfect because 0 is infinity. So that's, I mean, if you're in the members chat, then you'll get a little bit of an idea about what that all means. So hello, Calvin. Welcome. It's nice to see you. Here's me. There you can see the little Trevor Linden, the sparkle smile Trevor Linden, as we all know and love. Trevor, we're going to be showing off some of your stuff tonight. We already showed one of your cards, brother. He is one of the emojis. Rod is already. See, he's got the little 0 beside his name, waving to everyone. Hachiko is here. Welcome, Hachiko. Hello. Big Hog Hockey's happy to see his favorite future considerations. Hachiko and Big Hog are the best 0. Where's the 0? It's the word 0. Hachiko's happy to see Big Hog, and Big Hog saying, sup. Calvin says, let's go. I'm just gaming at the moment. What are you playing, Calvin? What do you play these days? This sounds like ASAP. Oh, Avenged Sevenfold. Who is this? So the music that I use is from a playlist on Spotify. Calvin, I will shoot you a message. I'll try and look it up as the show goes on. So I'm going to enter that into Captain's Log. Got the Captain's Log out for you for Calvin. We're going to add that in. So music for stream. Yeah, so there is a obviously with YouTube there's a lot of copyright issues so it's not Avenged Sevenfold, but I went through and found a Spotify page that actually allows you to use their music. So that's pretty cool. But it is pretty banger, and I did want to use some awesome rock music because I'm more of, as you can see, Calvin, if you can see this too, I'm actually wearing my Atreyu shirt today. I don't know if you like Atreyu. They've got a couple good songs. They're really good live too. Hachiko incoming Myers hat trick. Rod's just laughing away, having a good time. John PDKFJ. Well, since you actually mentioned it, here's another little sneak preview for you. Myers for the Norris. We've got the Norris in the house. It's an actual physical Norris. I'm just showing you guys. We're getting ahead of ourselves here with the show and tell. Big hug. I did not do my Tim's picks. I hope you did. I hope you got those in. Calvin saying, Kempner said a good trade he can see happening is trade someone for Juracek. And I said Susie. Columbus said earlier this week that they would be lowering the price for him. Yeah, so I did see on Reddit yesterday that one of the Canucks Redditors claimed that they knew that the Canucks had already traded for him. It has now been shown that that didn't happen because he said it was supposed to be announced last night, but it wasn't. So yeah, there is some buzz around Juracek. You are right. Big Mac in the chat. Yo, what's shaking, everyone? Big Hogs like Dusty's at the casinos. Yep. Yeah, and Calvin's like, oh, I see. I never understood that. Laugh out loud. I was wondering what that was for the longest time until now. Yeah, so the symbol for the channel is a 0 written in cursive. So 0. You guys can see. This is literally the image that I use to make the channel decal. Big hog. Where's the O? See, we're putting the 0 in nothing. So in nothing is perfect, the name for the stream, the 0 in nothing, or the O in nothing is actually a 0. So we're putting the 0 in nothing, as you can see streaming by here. Yeah, it's all very convoluted, I know. Calvin 999, let's Dobby before the game. Good luck. Dobby's just having a quick nap, so we won't wake him up yet. He just had his dinner, so he's having his post-dinner nap. Big Hog, can you bring Lyndon in person on the show? Bro, I'm working on it. And I'll have you know, Big Hog, I sent a message to the Knuckhead yesterday on Instagram, and I said, my boy, Big Hog Hockey, wants Nick Knuckhead on the show. So I have already reached out to Knuckhead, so we'll see. I don't know. He's very big. He's very famous. We don't know if he's going to come, but you never know. We never know. We've gotten some people on before. Calvin is playing NHL 24. And I love that you know that. Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat. Yo, yo. And then Big Hog's like, lanky. Hattie. And then Big Mac's like, hashtag save the horse. Ride a cowboy. Am I a cowboy today? Is that what's going on? And then Chico's like, Big Mac 1, 2, 3. Zachary in the chat. Good. Thumbs up. And then Big Mac's happy to see Hachiko. Gary Wiseman, why do I feel like Russell has a tattoo of a 0 somewhere on him? That will be on my... I guess I'll have to start an OnlyFans if I want to show you that tattoo. Because it's not suitable for YouTube. Mike Torrance in the chat. Good luck, Canucks. Calvin, I never wrote 0 in cursive that much as I can tell. As you can tell, yeah. Nobody uses cursive anymore. It's funny because my mom actually used to do the school awards, which is wild. She used to do the school awards, and she'd write in cursive because back then you couldn't just print it off a computer. Yeah, I'm old, which you're going to see with some of my old... I literally have just a pile of stuff beside me, guys. So you're going to see a bunch of stuff for show and tell during the second intermission. Big Hog, were you high when you made that logo? I mean, like, I was on like the 4th floor of the building, so that's, I mean, I'd say that's pretty high up. Actually, that's sick. Love Knuckhead. Yeah, we never know. You never know. I've also reached out to a couple of people. Dan Russell, who's an old radio host. And I mean, that's the goal. I'm not even lying to you. If I can get Trevor Linden on the show, there's been 2 times in my life where I've tried to speak with Trevor Linden. And one time it was Ian McIntyre who ruined it. The other time was a flu that ruined it. So, but that's a story for another day. I've been cucked to talk to Trevor Linden a couple times in my life. So we're getting the hellos are going on for a long time, but I love you guys. But let's quickly hop on over to the stats that you want that you don't really need. Canucks regular season record on Tuesdays. They are 310, 296. So they are about 14 games above 500. They are a minus 64 in that time. So they have definitely had some blowout losses. If we're talking about the Canucks on November 26th, overall, they've played 25 times. They are 8-12 on November 26th. So that's not great. It's only going to get worse from here, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. If we're talking about away games, they are 6-9. Nice. Canucks versus Bruins. Yeah, it's rough. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The Canucks and Bruins have played 129 times in the regular season. The Canucks have only won 36 times. So, we can just skip over home because it's not too bad. We're only a -6 at home, but on the road, oh my gosh, the Canucks in their entire history playing in Boston have only won 12 times in 65 games. So that's pretty brutal. Brock Boeser is the leading scorer for the Canucks against the Bruins, 4 goals in 10 games. JT Miller, 7 assists in 8 games, will still not be playing tonight. After this stats, we'll jump over to Brendan Batchelor because there was a little bit of a chat about JT Miller from Patrick Alvin today, so we'll look at that. JT Miller overall 8 points in 8 games against the Bruins as well. For the Bruins against the Canucks, Brad Marchand has 12 goals in 18 games against the Canucks. Pasternak, Mr. Pasta, has 9 assists in 7 games, and Brad Marchand overall has 18 points in 22 games. So like I said, let's quickly jump over to Brendan Batchelor. And let's see here if I can find it again. Okay. So yes, Brock Boeser will be playing tonight. So I'll show you guys the lineup in a second. He'll be playing on a line with so Sasson will be pulled out of lineup. Unfortunately, we don't care about the Bruins lineup. Kevin Lankinen starts tonight for the Canucks. And then this is what Dan Murphy tweeted out today with Alvin talking about JT Miller's situation. First and foremost, I'm very proud of JT seeking help. I don't know if he said it, but I believe that he's going to be a better person, better teammate, and a better hockey player when he returns. And we sure miss him. He's such an impactful player. So Alvin chatting with the media today, talking about JT Miller. Demko, things have actually gotten better than we anticipated. I'm very happy where we are, that he's probably getting into game time decisions here. So very, very close on Demko, which is great to see. And then he may have tweeted out, let's see. No, he has not tweeted out the lineup. So let's go back to the bar and then I will show you guys. Big hug, get you off the screen there. So I'm going to quickly show you guys. This is as far as I know, this is the lineup. So let's show you the lineup. So we got the same top line, Sherwood, Pettersson, DeBrusk playing together. They've been really, really effective. Second line, same. Suter, Garland, Joshua did pretty well last game as well. The new third line, Brock Boeser here. He's going to be starting on a line with Bluger and Danton Heinen. And then, like I said, Archdeep Baines, Atu Ratu, and Niels Hoglander. Ratu and Hoglander may switch wings. We're not 100% sure because that does change from shift to shift. You never know. And then if we're looking at the D pairs, as far as I know, like I said, things are a lot up in the air. We got Quinn Hughes, Phil Peronic, Soucy and Myers together. And then we also have the bottom pair, which we think is going to be Brandstrom and Desharnais, but it could be Juleson as well. They did change that last month. And then we got Kevin Lankinen starting in goal tonight. But like I said, that might be changing as we go. Do we need to do anything before else the puck drops? I think we've checked all of our boxes. Oh, yes, everyone. Actually, here, Dobby, come here for a quick sec. Just come here, Bubby. Come on, quickly before they puck the drop. Come on. Come on, my boy. Come on. What do you want to see before you go on? Here's Dobby. Dobby's about to go out for a walk. As you can see, he's looking at my wife because she's ready to go. So I'm going to let him go. So everyone say hi to Dobby quickly. And then he's going to go for a walk with mom. What a good boy, eh? There, a little quick preview of Dobby. He's going to go get his exercise with mom. Canadian national anthem being belted out right now. Okay, let's go back to hello just before the puck drops here. Big Mac. No, never ending story. Save the horse. Is the horse named Zero? Is that what it is? I do love Never Ending Story. Which is why you're probably talking about, because Atreyu is from Never Ending Story. Makes sense, Big Mac. We're all on the same page again. Gary, write in cursive if you don't want Gen Z to be able to read it. Yeah, it's like using a code and they'll never be able to tell what's going on, which is great. Gary, it may as well be invisible ink to them. Yep. Big hug. If you can get Knuckhead, you can get anyone who he had on his podcast. Yeah, he's had a lot of cool people on his podcast. Eventually, we're going to branch out into like regular media. So far, we've been doing a whole lot of YouTube creators. But like I said, who knows? That is the ultimate goal. I do want to speak with Trevor Linden. So you never know. Paper in the chat. Oh, I'm not watching it today. I'm being lazy. You can't watch the game while being lazy, Paper, but it's nice to have you anyways. B-Dog in the chat. What's up? What's up, B-Dog? Paper Demko is coming back soon. Soon. Not yet, but soon. Paper says, woo! Big Mac says, sup, B-Dog? B-Dog, all good here, Ty. Love to see it. B-Dog, big hog, blue suits you. Yeah, it does look good on him, eh? Gary Wiseman, imagine having your martial status in your name. Marital status in your name. Is my marital status in my name? Is there somebody in here that has their marital? Paper's like plus, 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 plus. Does he want to trade Miller? No, that is just a rumor that has been started on the internet. There has been no talk about trading Miller. So I don't think that's going to be happening. And Paper's like, rematch, 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 rematch. Gary Wiseman, love the new lineup graphics. Thank you very much, Gary. You gotta love it. It's, what is it called again? It's called Uno. So there's Uno overlays. Dobby. 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 Paper says, hi, Dobby. And I said hello for you. Sorry, Dobby. Need the luck for today's game. Yeah, he is a lucky boy. So Lankinen playing tonight. Big Hog saying, bye, Dobby. He'll be back. You know he'll be back. He'll play on crutches. Come here, always end in humans walking dogs too many times. Laugh out loud. Yep. If Dobby doesn't get his walks, he's a crazy boy. So we got to make sure. B-Dog saying, Dobby, the good luck time. Jakes takes hockey in the chat. It's time. Puck's about to get dropped here. We'll make sure we update our scoreboard as we go because we don't want to be like Sportsnet, right? We can't be like Sportsnet. Puck is dropped. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. And we're into it. First period underway. Canucks got the puck down low. First line out there. Quinn Hughes back. Thank goodness. Whew. It was scary playing without Quinn. Canucks forechecking. There's Zadorov. We didn't even talk about that. We're going to talk a bit about that with Jake's takes in the intermission. We've got Lindholm and Zadorov playing against the Canucks for the first time since signing with Boston. Suter, Dakota Joshua, and Garland are now out. Bruins move out with 5 guys through the middle. Garland does well to get back. Brandstrom playing. Okay, so there's the change. So Brandstrom and Myers have been moved onto a pair together. So we'll see how that goes. Puck drop. Our boss had to replace all the analog clocks. Kids were lost. Leah in the chat. Welcome, Leah. Nice to have you. Cheers. Cheers. Star Trek Next Generation. Too evil. Everyone, too evil. Welcome back, Leah. Nice to have you. Paper, we don't want to trade Miller. No, nobody does. Susie on the ice. Oh, there's Boeser on the ice. Okay, so it's Susie and Juleson. Pachico at Big Dog, do they not teach kids how to read analog clocks in Canada? They might, but you know, kids these days, they don't have the attention span to learn pretty much anything. Leah, I don't know how I got a membership. Laugh out loud. Leah, I believe last game, Major Tao was very generous and at the very beginning of the stream actually gifted some memberships. I think he gifted 5 memberships out. So a bunch of you guys got some free memberships courtesy of Major Tao, the most generous man in the chat. Me and Major Tao had a quick chat last night. We're working on some things. Ratu gloves it down. They're going to call it a hand pass. Big Hog, Miller will not be traded. Jake's takes explaining, clocks with hands on them are hard. Chico, not the kids we hired. Digital only, laugh out loud. B-Dog. There it is. See that again. When Hughes rips it around the boards. There it is. Hachiko just got a gifted membership. Hughes, oh, trying to get to the middle. It just gets the puck stick. See, look at that. Major Tao in the chat giving away memberships again, and Hachiko got it. Congratulations, Hachiko. You are now a member. And it looks like Boston wants to make a cake for Jake DeBrusk because they're welcoming him back with a big old cake, but they made the icing first. They need to learn the rules. Gary Wiseman, I'm sure we teach, but kids these days don't absorb anything that isn't on a screen. Truth. Yeah. Gifted by Major Tao, the legend. Hachiko, who put them in front of the screen in the first place? And Leah's like, oh, well, thanks. Big Hog's like, why can't the Canucks trade for Jiricek when they have me? Yeah, they might trade Hoglander for Jiricek, so you got to be careful there, Big Hog. Gary Wiseman with the casino's winnings, Big Mac. Could we get a sync up, please? Yeah, I'll do another one. 16, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. Wait, Zadorov is Russian. I didn't know. Yeah, he's a Russian guy. Big Russian. Major Tao's calling it 3-1 Canucks. Big Mac is cheers into evil. To evil! See, I cheers to evil, and my wife, she cheers to good. So we balance each other up. Yeah, no blue cup. Today, you know, you can't drink scotch out of a blue cup. So we're going with the Star Trek cup today. Paper thinks it's going to be 4-3 Canucks. Offside, Boston. We're now, what are we, 4 minutes into this game and there's still no shots either way? That's wild. Gary Wiseman, members green, mods blue, kind of works for the Canucks channel. Yeah, that actually does make sense. Got some blue and green in the chat. Major Chow's stoked that his friend Hachiko, who they met at the LA game, Hachiko got it. So that's good karma right there. Big Mac, wait, what? Major Tao is Santa? That does make sense. He says he works too much. Zach says, hi, Major Tao. Big Mac's like, Hachi! And then Hachiko immediately puts Davi in the chat. You'll have to see it. Major Tao says, hey, Zachary. Leah says, I can use all the icing as I make cakes for a business. I like cake. So we'll give all the icing to Leah. That's the plan. Gary Wiseman saying 6-1 Canucks. This is wild. There's no shots yet in this game. Boeser back onto the ice, puts it down low. Juleson over to Susie. Long pass across to Boeser. Boeser puts it through the crease, off of a stick, over the glass, and that's a break in play. Big Hog saying, Leah Herring saying that they probably won't ice the puck. Yep, because that's what they do, right? You want the icing, and then they're going to be like, no, I don't want the icing. The thing is, every time they ice, that means that Jake's Takes Hockey needs to do a shot. And we need him sober for the first intermission. We need him sober for the first intermission. So after missing 7 games, we got Brock Boeser back on the ice. It's great to see. And then Juleson and Susie. I'm glad they finally broke up Myers and Susie. Major Chow says, I'm here listening, but I'm driving, guys. I can't see the chat. DeBrusk gets the first one. So DeBrusk gets the first goal tonight. Puck comes around the boards. Oh, I mean, this isn't scotch. This is apple juice. I'm drinking apple juice, everyone. Paper thinks the Canucks give luck. I believe it. Gary Wiseman, I bet you Major Tal drives a Zamboni. Zach thinks the Canucks are going to win 6-2. But Chico thinks the Canucks will win 10-0. That would be great. Jake's, no alcohol at home, can't get down the mountain, so I guess I'm sober for a few days. Sobriety, eh? And Chico, how many are our goals? I feel like you guys are both going to get a hat trick tonight. Oh, Hachiko's saying all 10. Canucks fan 94 in the chat. Late, but still made it. Let's go. Welcome, Canucks fan 94. Oglander can't get there in time, and the Canucks have iced the puck. Learn the rules, Canucks. I mean, Leah's happy because she makes cakes, but for me, I'm upset about it. Gary Wiseman is suggesting some moonshine there, Jake. Do you know how to make moonshine? Yeah, Hachiko says that we're going to score all 10 goals, and Big Hog agrees. Ratu wins a faceoff. Then Hronik loses the puck in the corner. I don't know if that was even a shot. Got the fourth line out now. McAvoy. There's the first shot of the game. First shot of the game, 7 minutes in. That's wild. Oh, there he is. I was just thinking, where's my Drewski? Drew Richards, the king of the mods, in the chat. Jakes, I have Everclear and drank that the other day and felt legit like I was dying for 2 days, not making that mistake again. Yep. I've had moonshine once. I was dating a lady who was Polish years ago, and she had this, what they called they literally called it a Polish party. And then her sister was like, hey, you want a rum and Coke? And I was like, sure, I'll take a rum and Coke. She made me this Canucks shoot. There's the Canucks' first shot of the game, 12-12. One shot apiece in the first period. Good forecheck there by the Canucks. Dakota Joshua with an errant pass. Garland couldn't collect. But Garland collects and carries the puck into the Boston zone, and then the Canucks will probably get a change. Yeah. Bluger's on, Heinen's on, and then as soon as Garland gets out of there, there's another shot. 2 shots now for the Canucks. Brandstrom's out there. Garland's still out there, so Boeser's not onto the ice yet. So Garland's going to get the puck down low, and then he's going to go get changed. Brandstrom with a little toe drag, but can't get it around the Boston forward, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, so Polish party, and then my girlfriend's sister was like, hey, you want a rum and Coke? And I was like, sure, I'll take a rum and Coke. And I'm drinking. And it was, it was fine. Like, you put anything in Coke, you really can't taste it. And then all of a sudden, the room started spinning. And then I was informed that there was actually moonshine. It was like 98 proof, which is wild. So good shot by Suter. One-timer. Big Mac, I'm working on a thing with Pacific West Brewery. Fingers crossed. Ooh. Yeah, I saw your message. I wasn't able to respond yet because we're getting into the stream, but We can chat about that soon, Mr. Big Mac. Hachiko with the ice in the chat. Canucks fan 94. No shots on goal yet. Come on. Yeah. Listerine shots. Oh my goodness. At least your breath would be minty fresh, right? Paper. Guys, I'm going to leave okay. I'm a little tired and I'm playing a video game. What video game are you playing, Paper? Canucks now have 3 shots. Got the first line out again. Sherwood, DeBrusk, and Pettersson. Susie puts it up the boards. Gets intercepted by Boston. Oh, Gary's like, or hand sanitizer. Lankinen with a save. Boston jamming away at the front of the net. Susie clears him out. Probably a little too late, but at least Lankinen covered the puck. For the record, you should not drink Listerine. You should not drink hand sanitizer. That's a good way to go blind. Nobody wants to go blind. Drew's like, Canucks glow! Jake, don't do it. Don't do it, Jake. Big Mac's happy to see Drew. Hajiko says, Paper, have a good night. We're going to miss you, Paper. Go have a nap and come back for the second period, all right? Look at this. Is my forehead extra shiny today? I feel like my forehead's extra shiny today. Canucks fan 94 has got the fireball. Paper says, thanks, I'm tired. Jake's takes also do have the restaurant I could go loot from. Do you live close to the restaurant? Go get yourself a 6-pack, you know? Paper, or I'm just playing a video game. Drewski, looking good, Ruskers. Thank you, buddy. Looking good, Rusky. Major Towel, I think Joshua can get one tonight. Drew says, hey, Mackers. Big Hog says, you have Hachiko in LA and me on the East Coast and Dusty in Las Vegas. We have agents everywhere. Yep. Nothing is perfect. Insiders across North America. We've got all of them. So we got LA and Vegas down here. And then we got me on the West Coast. We got Big Hog on the East Coast. I guess it would be, this is the West Coast. This is the East Coast if we were doing it. Major Dow, moonshine is an out-of-body experience. Jake takes is like, Vancouver, hockey. Paper's crossing fingers, everyone. Have a good night. Bye, Paper. Fireball, I haven't drank that since I was like 20. So here's another story about me drinking. Oh, Jake DeBrusk getting a little shout out from the Boston crowd, getting some applause. That's nice to see. Fireball is the first thing I ever got drunk on. But it wasn't just Fireball. Me and my idiot friends were like, we got Jack Daniels, Crown Royal, and Fireball, which we were all drinking straight. They're all whiskey. They're all different flavors of whiskey. Needless to say, I think we started drinking at like 7. I was unconscious at 9. Like it's stupid. And I didn't drink Fireball for another decade after that. I couldn't even eat cinnamon hearts. Couldn't even eat cinnamon hearts. Jake's loves Paper. Major Tau, Paper will hold your beer, bro. And then Jake says, freaking love Fireball. Yeah, I do have a love for it now. But like I said, it was a whole decade. I couldn't even eat cinnamon hearts. Paper says, all right, thanks. Jacob in the chat. Welcome back, Jacob. Nice to see you, brother. Pretty nervous tonight. Yeah, we got some bad memories from here. Block in front. Broke his stick too in front. Blocked the shot with the shaft of the stick and then it broke it right up by the knob. Gary says, Fireball reminds me of teenage days. Chairlift drinking while night skiing. Laugh my ass off. Oh, swear jar. Is ass a swear? I think ass is a swear. And then Boston, who still have not learned the rules, despite the fact that I knew for a fact I had a copy of the rules sent to their bench. They've iced the puck again. The fools. Brandstrom blocks the shot with the shaft of his stick. Oh, it might have even hit him in the hand. But it looks like it broke his stick too. Brandstrom. I always hid beers in my pockets, which is probably less efficient. Mike Torrance thinks it's going to be a 2-1 game. I thought it was going to be 2-1 shots to end the game, Mike. Hachiko, I won't elaborate, but being in a biological anthropology course means 99% of your notes look incredibly offensive out of context. Yeah, I can see that. The out of context anthropology notes. Joshua in on the puck first. Garland shot. Swayman with a glove save, making it look easy. Big Hog is like, yes. Big Mac, the candles smell like Fireball, Becky. Not alcoholics calling, not non-alcoholics call them cinnamon. What movie is that from, Big Mac? The candles smell like Fireball, Becky. Non-alcoholics call them cinnamon. There it is. Yeah. Hachiko putting the rule book and the swear jar in the chat for me. And as Drew requested, which I do believe I have in the captain's log, we're going to, now that we have some subscribers, we need to get music for stream. So I'm getting the music playlist for Calvin. And then Drew wanted an orca goal emoji. So there, we have updated it. Calvin wants to know the music for the stream, and then we're going to make an emoji with a orca for the Canucks when they score. It has been put in to the captain's log and thus will be completed. Paper says, thanks, Russell, for the happy birthday for my dad. Yeah. You love to have some good birthday cheer for your father. I hope he had a really good birthday, brother. Gary Wiseman at Big Mac 133. Big Hog, this stream is the only one I can watch the Canucks without breaking anything. Yeah, I know, Big Hog. Like, even when we've been losing, it seems like we have way more fun together, right? We have moral support together. And if we didn't, oh man, we get angry out in here. Jake takes hockey. We will not stand for this anymore, Hog. Yeah, Jake said, glove slave. Oh my God, that's it. I'm unsubscribing. Big Hog. Yeah, same here, Jake's takes. Big Hog, happy birthday from me as well to your father, Paper. Gary starting the wave with the eggplant in chat. Big Hog's like, for real, Jake's takes. And Paper says, thanks. See ya, everyone. And then Big Hog says, happy birthday, Paper's dad. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the fact that Boston has a new coach. Firing Jim Montgomery. The ref is tossing the Boston player, and he's just like, oh, I don't want to leave. I'm a Boston Bruin. Jake, we are not alone anymore, guys. Everything is okay. It's interesting because if you guys remember, we had PD Snipe 40. You remember we had PD Snipe 40 on the other day? Eli with his baby on his arm. Very cute. And something he said to me after the game, he sent me a message, just thanked me for bringing him onto the show. But he said, I've literally watched every single Canucks game for like the last 3 years, but I've watched almost every single one of them alone. And he said, it's great that we have a stream now where everyone can get together and have a good time and chat while we're watching the game. Because same thing for me. I used to watch all the games with my boys, but you know, we all grow up, we all get a little older, and all of a sudden we're sitting on our couch all alone watching the game. So now we don't have to do that. We've got each other. Guys, he said glove slay because goalie slay. Didn't you know? Yeah, that's what I said. And yes, yes, of course. Of course, subscribed again. Thank you, Jake, for the subscription. I appreciate you. Also, thanks again, Jake, for the dono the other night from work. How'd the 10 top go, by the way? So I think you said there was a 10 top walking in right before you got off. Oh, Bluger tries to get over to Heinen, but can't quite get the puck to go over to him. And a reminder, everyone, Jake's Takes will be joining during the first intermission because Dustin is on vacay in Las Vegas. Myers over to Brandstrom. Hoglander offside. 8:10 left to go in the first period. Shots are only 4-3 Canucks. Big Mac wants to know how the 10 top went too. Gary Wiseman, forget 10 talk. I'd rather watch Ross talk. Did everyone see the short I put up for the power outage night? The power outage? Because I think it was Calvin was like, I don't know if we'll get a full 60 minutes from the Canucks, but we're always getting a full 60 minutes from Russ. And then the power went out. I don't blame Calvin because I don't think Calvin controls the weather. Unless he does. Does Calvin control the weather? Oh my goodness. Another glove pass. Ratu with another glove pass. He thinks he's playing handball. I mean, it makes sense because he is from Europe. Ratu playing handball. Everyone else is playing hockey. Big Hog. If you don't resub, there's no way Knuckhead is coming on, right? All I'm saying, Big Hog, is I said that you were a big fan. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, there's no way that we're going to get Knuckhead on here, Big Hog. So that's on you. That's on you, brother. Okay, so now they took away one of Vancouver's shots. The shots are now 3-3. Big Mac's also in the industry, yes. Big Mac is a cook. Jake's takes, it went fine. They modded a few things, but I survived. Yeah, we had a doozy of a 10 top at work today. It was one of those 10 tops where one member of the party kept on coming up and harassing their server. Pedersen gets the puck all the way up. Sherwood skates onto the puck. Puts it down low to DeBrusk. DeBrusk keeps it. Oh, it gets intercepted by Boston. Suter's there. Forechecking. It just seems a little disconnected right now. Brandstrom pokes the puck up over to Myers. Myers puts it up. Garland tips it down low. Dakota Joshua intercepts at center ice. Garland takes it in. Joshua and Garland fighting on the blue line. Puts the puck down low. Suter collects the puck. Puck is just bouncing like mad. Was there a Celtics game last night or something? Chico, Big Hog Hockey, subscribe, or I'm breaking up with you in the line mates. In the line mates way. Big Mac, that's what we do, right? Jake Takes Hockey. Drew wants to know what restaurant, Jake? Of course they didn't order until 30 minutes before close. Oh yeah. There's always a catch, isn't there? Oh, that was me who jinxed it. Gary, are you the one who jinxed it? Calvin's like, wait, what? Laugh out loud. So it's Gary. Not only is Gary the funniest man in chat, he is also controlling the weather. Big Mac's like, bastards, dollar in. Oh, now I have to put $1 in the swear jar too. I'll put, there it is, $1 in the swear jar. Missed the net. There's my $1 in the swear jar. Pichu with a shot. Lankinen with a save. Lankinen becomes Blankinen. Hughes slows things down. Fires the puck with a Hail Mary up the center to Ratu, but he can't collect the puck. Now Big Hog's suing. Drew Richards, also a former employee of restaurants. Me and Drewski worked in restaurants for years. Pachico, Big Hog, love you. Calvin says, I thought that was Gary, laugh out loud. Yeah, so it was Gary. I can confirm now. Gary has taken responsibility for turning my power off. He jinxed it. Yeah, Drewski did 13 years in the industry before doing what I do now. Drewski, the official lawyer and king mod of the stream. Brandstrom Goodwell to get back to take the first, and then I think he blocked the shot. Puck goes over the glass, out of play. Woo! Jake says, Shoot Lake Lodge, Drew, 40 minutes up the mountain from Naramata. Drew's like, nice. Sticker Snatcher, join in the chat. What's up? Glad to see everyone. Woo! Snicker Snatcher in the chat. And so everyone knows, tomorrow, during the second intermission, we're going to have Snicker Snatcher and Big Mac come on for the Junk Food Roundup. And this time, the Junk Food Roundup is going to be our first time doing a game show on the stream. So stay tuned for that. Because the Canucks play against Pittsburgh tomorrow at 4:30. So during the second intermission, we're going to have Snicker Snatcher and Big Mac come on to compete against each other. So it should be great to see. Gary's like, yo, Snicker Snatcher. Snicker Snatcher's like, what's up, Gary? And Jake's like, yeah, absolutely, Hog. Big Mac, I'm a chef. Thank you very much. Haha, nothing is perfect. Chef Big Mac. Jason Negra. Why'd they put Garland on the bench, Rick? Why'd they put Garland on the bench, Rick? Welcome back, Jason Negra. Always good to see you, brother. Big Mac's like, yo, Snicker Snatcher. And there's my $1 that I put in the swear jar. Oh, and Jake's just thrown shade. Jake's takes greater than Gary. Wow. Things are getting spicy in here. Lankinen kicks it out. Aggressive. Snicker's like, yo, Big Mac. Big Mac's like, God, boy, nothing is perfect. Gotta add it up. Big Mac. Big Mac, get your A over here, Snicker. Dollar in. Hachiko, did you guys hear that the Sharks put in 5 goals against the Kings last night? Yep. Rod starting the chat. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. And then Gary's like, how many of those were scored by Macklin? 2 got. And Chico's saying Macklin got 2. Future Vancouver Canuck. Macklin Celebrini with 2 goals. Gary's like, that's 3 less than I was expecting. Hronek loses the puck again. Oh my gosh, Hronek, like, he might be the worst defenseman on the team right now. Is he injured and he's not going to admit that he's injured? Dakota Joshua skates out over the blue line. Fans on his pass, loses it. Couldn't do it. Big Hog. Guys, I'm a chef too. On the ice. Big Hog, the mod, the chef. And Hachiko, clarification. The 5 goals were in the 3rd period. The final score was actually 7-2. Oh, that's a thrashing. I didn't know the Atlanta Thrashers was still a team and got moved over to San Jose. The San Jose Thrashers. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. 34, 33, 32, 31. I should mention that the dog has returned from his walk. I think he's immediately laid down. Which is weird. Dobby, are you there? Oh, yeah, he's there. Oh, my goodness. That's so weird. He went for a walk and he immediately goes and lays down. Which you don't really expect. He's an Aussie, you know, so he's a little crazy. Jake's takes, trying to stir things up. We get along here all well. Major Tao, highly competitive group here. Yeah. It's win or nothing. Need more drama, ma. I bring the drama, ma. My wife will like that. That's a K-pop song. Drama, ma. I bring the drama, ma. Jake's like, Coconuts glow. Coconuts glow. Lindholm trying to get to the front of the net. Brandstrom boxing him out. Myers boxing him out. I am actually enjoying these defensive pairs a little better right now. Gary Wiseman, if your coconuts are glowing, I suggest you see a doctor. It is November. Get yourselves checked. Big Hog starting the wave. Jake's waving. Big Hog's waving. 3 different kinds of waves. Big Hog says Dobby is back. Jacob saying not looking great right now. Yep. Things have turned sideways. Lankinen with a right pad save. You love to see it after the puck gets given away. Zadorov with a shot. Blocked in front by Juleson. Juleson pins his man to the boards in the corner. Now Ratu's in there digging away. Puck goes to the corner. Brandstrom's... Oh no, that's Hoglander. Tries to throw a reverse hit and just falls down. Hoglander does well to intercept that pass. Good instincts there, Hog. You made up for falling in the corner. Jake's like, okay, I'll stop. Don't ban me. Jake's take gets banned 1 minute and 22 seconds before he comes on live. Gary Wiseman, Jacob, I never once heard a positive thing from you. Jake's like, ha ha ha. Right, Gary. Jake's like, do you even like the Canucks, Jacob? Jacob does. But Jacob keeps things real. Because let's be honest, the Canucks do not look very good right now. They look like they're having trouble. Follow the bouncing puck. Pacheco's like, I have Elias, the Walrus, Pettersson with me. Hopefully that summons a PD goal. PD goal. PD goal. Shots are now 9-3 for Boston, so Jacob's not wrong. Big Hog. Hachiko, bring him on the show. Yeah, next time you're on the show, Hachiko, you're gonna bring Elias the Walrus Pettersson on the show. Under a minute left to go in the period. "37 seconds left to go." Hey, buddy. Good. I've got, just so everyone knows who I'm talking to, I've got Jake's Takes on the line now. So once the period's over, I'm going to bring that beautiful mug on here. We're going to chat about some stuff. 7 seconds left to go. And there it is. Final shots, 9-3. Boston kind of taking things over in the second half of the period there. We're into the first intermission. Oh, there's so much to talk about. And I can't do it all on my own because, you know, I've been talking for the last hour and you guys want to hear some other voices here. So let's go ahead and bring on the beauty. Jake's Takes Hockey in the house. You love to see it. I think your face is a little off center, so I'm going to just move your face here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Got your microphone in a stand now and everything too, eh?
What's that? I can't see you yet.
You won't be able to see me.
Oh, really? Okay,
How
let me go to
now?
the stream.
Can you see me now?
Aha. Yes.
There it is.
Very good.
Working
Am I on now?
Kinks as we go. And then you should also now be able to see this, which is some fancy stuff. Here we go. Should pop up on the screen. Ooh, look at
that. Yeah, we're golden. We're ready to go. Already, folks.
So yeah, as I said, Dustin Boydell, who usually joins us first intermission, is currently on a trip to Vegas. So Mr. Jake's Takes Hockey was generous enough to come and join me today.
That's right.
So let's start off where we always do, Mr. Jake.
Yeah.
Can you pull any ups out of that period? Did you like anything that the Canucks did during that period?
You know what? I was just talking about like how we were talking about how the other Jacob, he's other Jacob, by the way, guys. I'm Jacob. And like how he's like negative and all, but you know what? He is right. That was not a great first period, honestly. I couldn't really take a whole lot out of that.
Yeah, speaking of Jacob, he's got a comment here. I joined the show and I have lots of opinions. Lankinen played well, though. So Jacob is actually pointing out it up for us. What do you think about Lankinen so far?
I'm always a big fan of Lankinen. Even if he's not playing the best he's playing, I think he's one of those people where he's allowed to let in a goal or a bad goal every once in a while because he just plays so good, it all evens out. So no matter what he does, but he looks just fine back there. He's looking great. Bit of a boring first period, I thought, honestly, and I was kind of just locked in onto chat that I wasn't really paying attention. And it's really hard for me to multitask between that, but that's why the chat's there. For a boring period like that, I can go in there and just start annoying the hell out of everybody.
Was it like 7 minutes in and there was literally no shot? Like, we're used to the Canucks not getting a shot, but there was literally no shot in the game 7 minutes in. Right. Like, how does that even happen?
What was the game that we were all complaining when they like had like 5 shots on net, like going into the second? Like it's kind of reminded me of that again. Who was that?
The Islanders.
The most boring team in hockey. That's right.
And then I think when they came into the third period, they added like 1 more shot, so we actually had 6. But it was like I didn't see 6 shots.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just like we just want a shot on net, please. Like
so
anything?
Now I want you to channel your inner Jacob Cozy. Point out some downs for me. What did you not like about that period?
It was honestly, you know what? I know you're probably expecting me to like pick out like, you know, like a normal thing, but it was just boring. Yeah. Like I'm bored as the viewer that I just don't want to watch it anymore. But I'm stuck here in my trailer and I have nothing else better to do. So I'm forced with my eyes fucking peeled right open and I have to watch this game and I just want something to happen. So I just think they just need to get their little groove going. I mean, Boston hasn't been playing good. It is funny to watch because it's like, Boston's always been so dangerous. So it's nice that it's kind of like, this is a game where you actually think the Canucks should win. And that does not usually the case when you're playing against Boston.
Yeah. So I think when we did the stats that you want, but you don't really need, I believe it was like the Canucks have only in whatever it is, 50 something years they've been in the league. They've literally only won in Boston 12 times, which is disgusting.
That's actually insane. That's a great stat to pull up. I did not know that.
Oh, we got Kempner Canucks in the chat. Stopping by to say, go Canucks go. You'll love to see it. Welcome, Mr. Rev Trev.
Coconuts glow.
Coconuts glow. Yeah. So Jake, so I was actually in Kempner Canucks stream a couple weeks ago, I think. Can you explain the Coconuts go Canucks go, Coconuts glow to Kempner Canucks? Because he's never heard of that before. And I thought it was, he's never heard of it before. Can you explain that to Kempner Canucks for me?
I don't know where that came from. I don't know either. Because it was somebody put it in the chat once in your stream. And ever since I've been hooked. So I don't remember who it was, but if they're in the stream now, please mention yourself if you're the first one, but it took off and I love it. And I'm going to use it for the rest of my life now. Thanks to you.
So I think it's a Reddit thing. But essentially it's as simple as this. When you say go Canucks go, it sometimes sounds like coconuts glow.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Go Canucks go, coconuts glow.
Coconuts glow.
So it's like if you are in a situation where you're stuck in a house with a bunch of Oilers fans and a bunch of Flames fans, you know, and like it's hostile and you want to cheer for the Canucks, it's kind of like my cursive writing that I was showing you guys earlier, right? It's a code that you can use to show that you're a Canucks fan without actually saying go Canucks go. So if you're ever feeling unsafe to show your Canucks fandom, you say coconuts glow. Coconuts glow.
Great tips with Russ. That's a new segment on the show. Great tips with Russ.
So let's jump over, because obviously we're talking about, this is the 2011 Stanley Cup Final rematch.
Yeah.
You were there. You watched it. You remember it.
Yeah.
What is the first thing that pops to your mind when you think about the 2011 run and the finals against the Boston Bruins?
The run, it would be Chicago. The finals is Riot.
Yeah.
So like to put it in very short terms, but you know what? I was younger then, right? And I remember that being a very like magical time in my life. I remember it was like the Canucks, Team Canada, the Olympics just happened. The hockey world's just awesome at the moment. And my favorite team is doing good. And I just remember just feeling so electric during that time and just thinking like, oh wow, the Canucks are doing it. Like this is it,
Yeah.
But obviously, it didn't really work out the way we wanted to. But it is a big memory in my head. Like just that when I think Canucks hockey, that's what I think of. That's what I remember.
So let me pick your brain on a couple of the storylines that happened in 2011, and we'll see if you remember those. Do you remember Dan Hamhuis hip checking Milan Lucic and injuring himself so he couldn't play for the rest of the series? Do you remember that part?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember all the aggressive because it kind of created a chain of events, didn't it? Where everyone's kind of going after everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Aaron Rome getting suspended for a hit on what was the player's name again? Chad, I need your help. What was the player's name? Who did he hit? And he got suspended for 4 games. So you essentially lost Dan Hamhuis and Aaron Rome, which was 2 very solid defensemen for the Canucks.
I think that was Nathan Horton.
Nathan Horton. There you go.
I think, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You know what's
right.
funny? It took me a second to remember. I'm like, yeah, I do remember that now. Yeah. And that was it was game 4, do you say? Probably or somewhere around
I think
there?
it was game 2 or 3 that happened.
Yeah.
And then he got, and it's wild too, because you think about it, they always talk about suspensions in the playoffs. And it's like in the playoffs, a 1-game suspension is worth probably like 3 games in the regular season because it just means more. So if you're looking at a 4-game suspension in the Stanley Cup Finals, like to me, that's a 12 to 16 game suspension. And that seems absolutely insane. So that,
yeah.
And then,
that was a nasty hit. I love it. Was some good times.
But, yeah. I mean, it was, it was what it was. It was a big hit. It was a little late, but, and I mean, fair. Throw maybe a suspension at him, but I'd say I think it was a little bit overkill.
And that was Aaron Rome?
Yeah.
Was it? And then what did Rafi Torres do? Didn't he do something?
Yeah, he did something dumb too.
Or did he get kicked out before that?
He was running around a lot in that playoffs.
Yeah, there's
think about all the people that you had on that team that wanted to, like, everyone wanted to, like, Lapierre, Alex Burrows, Ryan Kessler, Rafi Torres, like, there's 4 guys right there that were unanimously hated around the league, right?
Yeah.
And they were all playing for the Canucks.
Sorry, I remember I watched an interview somewhere on YouTube a while back, and I remember it was like Boston players commenting on that team, and everyone thought, oh, the mean bad Bruins, but like everyone said the Canucks, like they were brutal.
Yeah.
Like all the teams hated the Canucks that year. They were just a brutal team to play against. So they're
I think completely
different hockey.
Somebody's like, oh, why don't Vancouver fans cheer for other Canadian teams in the playoffs? It's because in 2011, they were cheering for Boston. The whole rest of the country was against us, right? We literally had nobody to cheer for us. It was just us.
Yeah. It was just us poor little souls just waiting for something to happen. And now we're all heartbroken, and here we are, right?
Yeah, here we are like 13 years later, and we're still talking about it.
I know. Yeah.
Don't get me started on 94.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so Brock Boeser back in the lineup tonight. You love to see it. What did you see from Best so far tonight? What did you think about his game?
Honestly, I don't know. I was not paying attention good enough. So I'm telling you, man, I was locked into that chat. I'm happy to see him back.
Let's change the question. What does Brock Boeser coming back in the lineup mean for this team?
Oh, it's massive. I mean, he's kind of a heart and soul player on the team now. Like if you think about it, like the veterans on the team, he's one of them now. And it's so weird because I still feel like he's a rookie in my head. He just came in, but no, he's one of the main guys now, and he's probably great in the locker room, a good presence to have. And I think it's a great boost for the team. Obviously, it's nice to have his play as well, like not just him for the players, but it's a big boost for the Canucks.
Yeah, I mean, probably is their best goal scorer for the last couple of years, and maybe even the last 5 or 6 years. So hopefully, tonight he's probably not going to get the normal minutes that he would, but he can get back up to speed. We haven't seen the power play yet. Do you think he ends up playing on the first power play unit right off the bat?
I don't know. I actually don't know. Yeah, maybe not, but I'd be like, because there's other players that they worked hard and they're probably training and all that. I don't know how quickly Tocchet would just be like, okay, screw that, let's just throw you back in. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do that too. So, but yeah, I kind of liked seeing a couple players on the power play that kind of slotted in. Like I know it wasn't an amazing power play, but even I think I'll get us some hate for this, but I didn't mind Suter on the power play and all these, like, because I think these players work hard and they deserve that chance when opportunities like that arise. So you know what? I'm sure Boeser will be on in the power play tonight.
Got the stamp of approval. Jake's Take Hockey calling
Yeah.
it. Brock Boeser back on the first power play unit tonight, which I actually wouldn't be surprised to see.
Yeah.
So the other thing that's happening tonight is a bit of a reunion. You saw, I don't know, actually, you haven't been watching the game. Did you see Jake DeBrusk got a little bit of a cheer from the crowd? They played an appreciation video. Jake DeBrusk playing some long years over there in Boston. We got the same thing. We're seeing Big Zaddy and Mr. Lindholm playing against the Canucks tonight. What did that mean to you when the Canucks didn't re-sign them? If in hindsight, would you have signed them, or are you okay with them, the Canucks letting them walk?
No, and you know what? I'm not just saying that just because they're not playing fantastic. When it happened, I totally understood, because you think of somebody like a Jim Benning, he would have signed them. He would have been, because he wouldn't have the balls to say, oh, I signed this person, lost Kuzmenko, blah, blah, blah. Like, I have to sign this guy now. But Alvin he's like, hey, is it really worth it? You know, like, can we spend this money? And I think he made a great decision. And there's also something swirling around about Zadorov being returned to Vancouver. I don't, I think that's Elliot Friedman just throwing something out of thin air, but it's just like, I mean, I wouldn't be fully against it, but that cap hit, man, it's just said he's not playing great.
Well, and isn't he's like, I think he signed to like 4 years too, right? So he'll be,
it's like $5 million or something like that.
He's $5 million. He's probably essentially playing third line minutes. So instead of that, we have Brandstrom, right? Would you take take Brandstrom over Zadorov, right? At this point?
Yeah. You know what? Like, I'm okay with Zadorov being gone. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, it did suck because he was just that playoffs was so hype, but you can't do that off of a playoffs. Like, I think Alvin made the smartest move there and realized that short sample size wasn't enough to sign someone for that long, for that big of a term. So I think it all worked out. And then they go find somebody like Brandstrom for Tucker Poolman. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know how they pull that off, to be honest. That's just unbelievable in my mind.
Well, and then Lindholm too, right? Like, because he scored some absolutely massive goals on that run against Nashville and against the others. The one that I remember the most for Lindholm was that one where the pass came to him and he didn't like stop it he didn't like catch it with his foot. He like put his foot down on top of the puck and then kicked it up to his own stick. Do you remember that play?
I don't quite exactly remember that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that was wild. I've never seen it before where like normally if the puck goes into a player's skate, they kind of just kick it and up to their stick, but he actually fully stopped it with his toe and then slid it up to his own stick. It was absolutely wild. So I'll have to try and remember what game that was in. So I mean, probably the same story for Lindholm, right? Like if you're looking at who we signed instead, you're looking at like a Sherwood that we signed instead.
Right.
You probably take Sherwood over Lindholm anyways, right?
Yeah, I just made a video of Sherwood yesterday too, and I just completely have fallen in love with that guy. He is unreal. My mom asked me who my favorite player is. Christmas shopping, right? I said Quinn Hughes, and then she asked for a number 2, and I said Sherwood. So it's I would rather have Sherwood over Lindholm any day of the week, for sure. Same with Heinen too. Heinen's been playing just fine. Instead of paying someone $7 million or something like that, go find these guys that work hard and slot them on a line. We already have enough talent on the team.
Well, I mean, at this point, Boston just fired their coach. I think that says enough about those signings, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I cannot believe that win record that Montgomery has. Like,
was it like 120 wins and 43 losses or something in his tenure?
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, that's what you do though, right? When your team's low and just it's a coach, fire him, get rid of him, But I think it's dumb, but I don't care. It's the Lost Bruins. I only like the Canucks. So they can do whatever they want over there.
So normally at this time we get Dustin to chat about the Abbey Canucks. But today I'm going to take the opportunity because you know nothing about the Abbey Canucks. This is what I'm hearing. I
don't keep up with them at all, to be honest. Like, nothing.
So we're going to educate you tonight on the Abbotsford Canucks because it's important to keep tabs on them because they have certain guys playing down there. For example, we all know Lecker Mankey just got sent down.
Mm-hmm.
And he did play well in his first game. Me and Dustin talked about the game. They beat the Henderson Silver Knights 7-1, which was a fat win. They played them again literally the next night. They won the game 2-0. So Tolopilo, who's a goaltender prospect for the Canucks, playing down there, playing really well, got the shutout. And then the word is Lekermacki stole the puck at center ice, ended up getting a breakaway, scoring the first goal of the game, which is great to see, right? Because at the end of the day, that's why he's down there. He's down there to dominate, right?
Yeah, also to get a little bit, get his game going, a little bit of confidence. You know, it's the same with Arturs when they put him down for a game, right? There's no knock on him. It's just, hey, go develop a little bit. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So they ended up winning against Henderson Silver Knights again, 2-0. And then who was the second goal here? I'm trying to see here. Tristan Nielsen, he's another guy who would be a depth piece for the Canucks as an organization. He's probably not getting a call up anytime, but a good guy to have down there to actually help guys like Lekermacki learn how to be a pro.
Yeah.
And Kudratsev as well, that Russian defenseman that we had, is actually looking really, really good as well. So had another great game.
Yeah.
So the prospects are doing well down there in Abbotsford. I wanted to let you know about that. The Abbey Canucks actually play again tonight. They started playing at tonight at 6:30. So the game will get going in about an hour and a half from now.
Right on. Yeah.
What are you looking for the Canucks to do to begin the second period?
Just play with a little bit of fire. You know, the Canucks could be a nasty team. Ever since I've been making my videos, I'm noticing that they get more hits than the other teams. Play with those hits, open up plays. Just play a little more aggressively. You know, play their game.
Cool.
A little more excitement.
Thank you, Jake, for filling in on the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. We're gonna have you back on for the post game for a quick chat. Yeah, should be fun, and we'll see you at the end of the game, brother.
Awesome, sounds good, man. Thank you.
There it is. Jake's Takes Hockey doing well to fill in for Dustin on his vacation down in Vegas. Puck's about to get dropped here on the second period. There it goes. Puck is dropped. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. There we are. Play is underway in Boston. See if the Canucks can get more than 3 shots this period, which would be nice to see. Yeah, the shots are currently 9-3 Boston. Pettersson chasing the puck behind his own net. Pasternak hounding him. Petey with a long pass all the way to Sherwood in the Boston zone. But was not able to get the puck on the forecheck, unfortunately. Boston passes, misses, goes in the Canucks zone. Joshua brings the puck over the blue line, tries to get over to Suter, but it doesn't get to him. Lankinen with a beauty save, but he's way out of the net. Oh my goodness. Lankinen was absolutely out of the net, making a save. It was one of those ones where he had that between his legs, slid his legs sideways, kicked the puck to the side, but then Boston brought the puck right out in front. Canucks scrambling everywhere. Wild. Lankinen does his job, though, keeps the puck out of the net. I think I saw a couple people join into the chat while we were chatting. Yeah. Canucks 1970 plus. Raffy is in the Chicago series. He got them going. Didn't he smash someone behind the net? I was mad at Torres for that. Then they went to 7 games. I blame that for less energy in the finals. Yeah, I think, he destroyed someone. Canucks are not looking great to start this period again. Welcome, Canucks 1970. Good to see ya. High stick. So the play is stopped. Jacob saying they're soft. Also saying he's 26. Thank you for your service. Of course. Big Hog laugh out loud. Jacob, they never win. They always back down. I wake up, talk smack all day. They back out. For me, they never let off. Jacob, well, let's hope the second goes better. Yeah, they're like leeches, always sucking away. Baines blows a tire. Then Brandstrom pinches up. No, it wasn't Brandstrom. I think that was Hoglander. Because you haven't studied, I argue for a living. Canucks finally get a fourth shot. Big Hog's like, can you teach me how to argue? And Jacob's like, yeah, I'm a black belt in argument. And Big Hog's like, W. Calvin, I didn't like Raffy playing for us because he was an Oiler. Yep. Jacob says, impossible for me to lose. If they start giving you lip, just say this. I've seen better lip on your mom. Mom's ain't talking about the one on her. Oh. You're going to get me banned from YouTube, Jacob. They get real quiet. Big Hog is going to say that to someone and then get punched in the mouth. Major Shout, Canucks are going to win back-to-back cups. Jacob Cozy, just bring up Susie cross-check. Yeah, if you're talking to Oilers fans. Yeah, the Canucks are actually doing well to get to the front of the net. Jacob Cozy, my TikTok is just Royce Oilers all day. Big Hog's like, oh yeah. Mike Torrance, 2 shifts, hard to tell. Favorite Canuck is Burrows, so yeah, fits your personality. That's true. Now, who would win an argument then, Jacob? You or Alex Burrows? Because, you know, Todd is mine. I'll take the hate. Mike Torrance, loving Todd Bertuzzi. Nothing wrong with loving Todd Bertuzzi. Gary Wiseman, yeah, it's close between Todd or Nazi for me. Marcus Naslin. Big Hog Hockey, betting isn't good enough to sign them, though. Also love Eddie Lack. Lankinen with a save. Jacob, did you know that I once played Fortnite with Eddie Lack? Me and Dustin played Fortnite with Eddie Lack once. It was wild. I joined the party and I didn't even realize it. And I started talking smack about Luongo, I'm pretty sure. And then realized later that it was actually Eddie Lack. Calvin, trash of players like Ian Cole. Jacob says we're missing Ian Cole. Big Hog, living on the East Coast. Bruins fans are brutal. Yep. Joshua couldn't collect the puck. Garland collects the puck. Fans on the shot. We could use Ian Cole. Ian Cole lost the playoffs. Lost his playoffs like PD, but Ian Cole was worth it. We had a bunch of Warriors last year. Brad Marchand cross-checking Garland. Marchand's like, I'm the only short player on the ice. I'm gonna do my best Brad Marchand. Get it? Because Brad Marchand's a rat. Zachary's like, hey. Surprised Zadorov didn't want to sign for cheap. Jacob loves Jake's name. Canucks on the power play. Do we have Boeser out there? Yes. Boeser, we can confirm, is on the first power play unit. Oh, snap. Quinn Hughes tries to get it across a Garland. A Boston intercepts, skates it all the way down the ice. Round the net they go. Just killing some time. Quinn Hughes picks it up, skates ahead. Sets up. Canucks get it in the zone, controlling. Boeser on the point. Shot through, wide. Garland on the half boards. Pettersson in the slot. Hughes on the point. Over to Garland. Hughes takes it back again at the blue line. Pettersson on the half boards. Over to Hughes on the top of the circle. Shot wide. Pettersson dips it behind the net. Comes all the way to the point. Hughes, Boeser on the point. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. The Canucks still don't have a shot. There's your first one. Sort of, maybe. I don't know if they'll count that as a shot. Pettersson tries to get it down low. Can't get it to go. Pettersson on the half boards again. Back up to Hughes. Hughes skating across the blue line. Not a lot of movement from the Canucks. Boston's doing well to not even give them a lane to shoot. Garland and Boeser playing give and go on the half boards. Hughes shoots. There it is. Jake DeBrusk returns to Boston and gets a goal. Swayman complaining in the net, saying that there was something wrong with it. But you know what that means? Canucks score! Yeah, let's see this replay. Shot off Garland in front, and then DeBrusk pokes it into the empty net. Hits Garland somehow, and then DeBrusk just taps it in. Huh. So I think what Swayman was upset about, he said it went off Garland's hand or arm. But unless Boston decides to challenge it, that'll be 1-0 Canucks. DeBrusk, baby! Let's go, DeBrusk! DeBrusk! Huh. Drew saying, Violet likes your goal, Orca, Uncle Russell. Hey, Vivi. How's it going, Vivi? Nice to see ya. Looks like Boston has decided to challenge. Former team revenge. You'll love to see it. That a boy, Jakey Snakey says Jake's take. Big Mac says boom. Drew Richards says goal. And Big Mac's like, that is in. And Canucks 1970 says, yes, DeBrusk coming home. DeBrusk. And then Jake's like, something's happening. Wake up. Something's happening. Jake's just snoozing, and then he gets woken up immediately. Let's have a close look at this one. And on the replay, you can't even see because Quinn Hughes' head is in the way. Man, you can't even tell what it hits. That might be off his glove. So, oh, look at that. Look at that. Major Tao gifting another sub. Thank you, Major Tao. That's very generous. Carol in the chat. We haven't seen Carol comment, but Carol is here. She's been revealed by by getting a free membership from Major Tao. Very generous. Here's the call. Good goal! And that means we're going to do this again. Woo! Canucks score! You'll love to see it. Major Tao with a gifted sub. Carol, congratulations. Got a free gifted sub from Major Tao. Big Mac says, Vivi, hope you like the game and watching your captain. Yeah, Uncle Russell. Some of you call me Captain Russell. Captain Holiday. But VB calls me Uncle Russell. Major Tao is paying your bills. Nothing is perfect. Yep. Yes. Zach's like, let's go. Jacob, my thing is behind. Is that a goal? Yeah, that is a goal. Jacob, that's a goal. Jake DeBrusk scores a goal on his former team. Ah, Jay in the chat. The man with all the knowledge, keeping me honest. Jay Bacot, thank you very much. Donating $3 to the stream. I appreciate it, brother. That's awesome. Oh, and then I forgot. Because of the failed challenge, the Canucks are actually on another power play. And also because of the challenge took so long, the Canucks have their first power play unit out there again, which we didn't even notice. Canucks only have 5 shots and they have a goal. So again, thank you, Jay, for the donation to the stream. I really appreciate it. That's awesome, my man. I was almost going to start complaining about an icing, but then I realized that the Canucks are on the power play. Looks like the second power play unit's out. 42 seconds left to go in the power play. Joshua losing the puck in his skates. Brandstrom out on the power play. So you got Brandstrom and Hronek out there. Shot wide. Puck skips by Brandstrom all the way down the ice. Lankinen stops it for Brandstrom. Canucks skate to center. Hronek carrying over center. Hard pass across to Heinen. Sherwood collects it, gets a shot. Swayman with a save. Jeremy Swayman with a save. 6 seconds left to go in the power play. Oh, Garland's mustache is gone. Garland does everything he could on the blue line to keep it going, but unfortunately. Jay putting the thumbs up, the $3 for the Jake DeBrusk goal as I arrive into the chat. Thumbs up. You'll love to see it. Thanks again, Jay. Gary was in the shower. Gary was so bored. He's like, you know what I'd rather do than watch this Canucks game? I'd rather have a shower. That reminds me of my grandma B-ball. Years ago, it's Christmas morning. We're opening up the gifts. And then Grandma B-ball was like, oh, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And she went and had a shower mid-gift opening. And we couldn't open the gifts until she got back. So Gary just pulled a B-ball. Gary just left midstream to go enter his own stream of water. Hoglander. Oh, it gets it almost over to Heinen. Couldn't quite get it to go. Bouncing puck. And then Boston bats the puck down the ice from their own side of center. That's an icing call because Boston are a bunch of morons who don't know the rules. Despite the fact that maybe we should give them a video instead. Like send them a video. Maybe books are not their thing. Yeah. Bruins fans so quiet. What up? Don't they hate us so much? Yeah, I mean, they hate us, but then Jake DeBrusk scores on them. They're feeling very conflicted. Big Hog saying 6 goals now for DeBrusk. Drewski making sure they get a copy of the rules here. Gary Wiseman, was it a good goal? And then Big Hog's like, it was a tap-in. A 11 minutes left to go in the second period here. Canucks lead 1-0. Couple power plays back to back. High stick. The puck will come out of the blue line and the faceoff will happen there. Was a little tap in, wasn't it? DeBrusk for 2. Major Tao's calling DeBrusk for 2. Yeah. I think Major Tao's going to put Dobby through college with all the gifted sub he's been given. And Big Hog's like, wake up, Gary! Jake Six Hockey. Imagine if the Canucks score again and they challenge it again and then the Canucks score again. It would just be like a domino effect. Canucks get a power play, score a controversial goal, and then Boston challenges it, fails it. Canucks get another power play, score again. Boston challenges it again. It's a goal. And then the Canucks get another power play. And we do that until the end of the game. I would be down for that. That would be fine with me. Gary Wiseman, our ex-Bruins are better than their ex-Canucks. Yeah, so far this season, that is absolutely true. Looking for Carol. Carol's nowhere to be found. Yeah, Drew was saying that it was probably an argument on the hand pass. I was thinking it was either an argument on a hand pass or it was an argument on maybe a high stick. But yeah, my first look at it, I agree with Drewski. I think they argued that it might have been a hand pass. Big Hog's like, Hachiko, you're banned. And Hachiko's like, no one saw. And then Big Hog's like, I know, I did, you done. And that's the thing. Big Hog has the power to ban you, Hachiko. I wonder, can you ban a member? Calvin, in my opinion, I think the opposing team can ice it. They are tired and can't change. I just hate icing so much, you know? It's like hockey 101. Jake's like, what's for dinner? The monocle on. What's for dinner? Some Boston Bear steak. Hachiko's making chicken tenders. Jacob's having some corn pops. Good second period, yeah. Power plays have helped. Quinn Hughes getting hooked. But he skates so good that the Boston player actually loses their stick. And then a pass goes out of play onto the Canucks bench. So rather than passing to a Canucks player on the ice, they pass to a Canucks player on the bench. Jakes takes chicken strips is a great idea. I'm going to go down to the restaurant and make some in the next intermission. No food at home. Jacob, want me to get you some, Jake? And Jacob's like, Jacob's got to stay together. Jacob's strong. Yes, please. Don't want to move. And Jacob's like, what's your favorite? Zach says, go Vancouver. Jakes takes hockey all snug like a bug right now, just all like wrapped up. The Saints in the chat. Welcome to Saints. I saw that, Hachiko. I saw that, Hachiko. The night you become a member, courtesy of Major Tao, and you're putting slander like that. Thanks for keeping control of your line mate there. Shot on goal. 8 shots now for the Canucks. Jacob's going to send his eagle for you. Yeah, absolutely. I love your eagle that you don't have. Rod's like, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Calvin, I'm having a bowl of greens. Juleson tries to get a slap pass over to Bluger. Boeser puts it back up to Heinen. Heinen puts it back up to the point. Over to Juleson. Back over to Susie. Susie down low. Oh, shot. Susie with a shot. Swayman with one of those. Jacob, I have geese in Edmonton, but that's it. And Jacob doesn't eat greens, only cereal and meat. I have a strict diet of cereal and meat. Chico. Gary Wiseman says Jacob only smokes greens. And Big Hog's like, that's it, buddy. And that's when Big Hog banned Hachiko for a minute. Because I saw it, Hachiko put "Go Boston, go" in the chat, which is not a great thing to do. Calvin, look at the emojis. Drew's like, Jacob, don't forget the magpies. Jacob's like, laugh my ass off. Swear jar. Oh no, you got to put some money in the swear jar now. And Hachiko's like, but we're line mates. I don't know why I did your voice like that, Hachiko. Jacob hates magpies. And Big Hog's like, oh yeah? I guess I'm handcuffed. And Hachiko said, do you guys know that Paranthropus robustus had a C3 diet? What's a C3 diet, bruh? Jake says, nice to see Juleson out. Been a fan. And then Drew Richards says, Hachiko, what else would a robust Anthropolocene eat? And then Hachiko, yeah, is that even a real word? Jake says, didn't even notice Hachiko did that. Good eyes, boys. Yeah, Big Hog's on it. Hachiko, you do that one more time, you're done. You're done. And Major's putting the swear jar in chat. Because I said the A word. My mother, good thing mom's not in the chat. Mom would definitely ban me. So we got the fourth line out because looks like Ratu's our best face-off guy. So Ratu, Hoglander, and Baines out. We got Brandstrom and Myers in the offensive zone. 9:09 left to go in the second period. Canucks lead 1-0. Canucks have had 6 shots this period. Archie Baines working it behind the net. Good forecheck. Hoglander has the puck go right through him. Boston skates out to center. Hoglander, good back check, but then gives the puck away. Man, Hoglander is such a roller coaster ride. Oh, Hoglander almost intercepts it. Gets the puck down low, offside. Wonder why the players can't hear the whistle. Apparently they're having a hard time. Hachiko. Australopithecine is a legit term. Not the A word. It's Christmas time, right? So we're doing the putting on my aftershave and Hachiko, they are made up of Australopithecus and Paranthropus. Canucks third line out. So that means Brock Boeser's back on the ice. Boston gets the puck out to center. Dumps the puck into the Canucks zone. Quinn Hughes hitting Lindholm in the corner. Boston shoots the puck well wide. Oh, puck comes to the front. Lankinen does well just to cover it up. Major Tao, only thing good about Boston is the chowder. Major Tao, would you say that Dropkick Murphys? Dropkick Murphys, Boston. Dropkick Murphys, Boston. Because Dropkick Murphys are pretty awesome. If you guys never heard of Dropkick Murphys, they're a Irish punk band from Boston. And despite the fact that they are Boston Bruins fans, they're an absolute banger of a band. I've seen them like 3 times live in concert. For anyone not from Vancouver, the Commodore is the venue to go to in Vancouver. Lankinen with an easy save. Hachiko at Big Hog. Go, Canucks, go. Just making sure everyone is reminded that Hachiko is in fact a Canucks fan. KJ in the chat. And Bill Burr. Bill Burr is from Boston. Jakes takes no more big words in the chat, please. I actually identify as a small word and find it offensive, guys. Small word, Jake. KJ says, salutations, all. Welcome to the cat, KJ. These early games are wild, eh? Aw, yeah, Burr. Big hog. Jake takes, same bro. The term Australopithecine sounds very circulative. Drew Richards, facts don't care about your feelings, Jake. And then Jake's like, whatever, Drew. Laugh, laugh, laugh. And Drew's like, Trevor Linden, sparkle smile. Jake's, once again, I'm not paying attention to the game because of the chat. Be like, after in the post game, I'll be like, hey, Jake, what did you really think about the plays tonight? It's like, oh, I really thought that Hachiko was offending everyone in the chat with his slander, with his go Boston go chants. Boston seems to be taking the game over again here. Big Mac, facts don't care about feelings. Puck goes over the glass out of play. Hachiko says, my chicken tenders. And then Big Mac just wants to remind everyone, justice for Fuji. Justice for Fuji. Jake 6 says, go get your chicken fingers. KJ says, I lost my leg. How did you lose your leg? And Major Chow says, oh yeah, and Dropkick Murphys. Yeah, Dropkick Murphys. It's actually, because we're doing show and tell in the second intermission here, I am mentioning Dropkick Murphys because there is a photo that is going to need explanation. And that's one of your sneak previews. Gary Wiseman, I'm shipping off to Boston is the only song I know. The tune is iconic though, yeah. Puck right to the front. But Hronek actually did well to get the puck out of the front of the net, which is surprising because Hronek has not looked great. Boston controlling in the Canucks zone. Boeser falling down. Brock Boeser taking a penalty? Apparently Brock Boeser's a goon too. First Quinn Hughes shows how much of a goon he is, and now Brock Boeser shows how much of a goon he is. Major Tow's just like, Matt Damon. Gary Wiseman saying, Jake, make a good point in the intermission. The chat is distracting while you're watching the game. This is true. Off the side of the net. Coyle putting the puck off the side of the net. Brock Boeser putting his team down a man. Boston getting their first power play of the game. Oh man, Boston's power play is 31st. Canucks win the faceoff surprisingly. They haven't been doing really well. Get the puck all the way down the ice. Which is a good start. Good start. Yeah, let's review the chat. Lindholm, fans on a pass. Boston. Canucks are doing well to keep Boston to the perimeter. Not getting anything to the front. Oh, mercy. Susie blocked a pass into the slot, ends up going back down to Marchand beside the net. And then Blankinen does well to make the save anyways. Ooh. Yeah, good reaction from, and then Marchand's just digging at Lankinen's glove. Gary Wiseman, my desire to troll chat overpowers my desire to watch the game sometimes. Jake's takes. It's so hard, Gary. KJ, laugh out. That's Dropkick Murphy's song, Russ. Yeah, I know. I'm shipping off to Boston, ho! Shipping off to Boston, ho! I'm gonna have to put one in the square jar for this one, but there's also Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced, which is a great one. Spicy McHaggis is a great one. My favorite Dropkick Murphys album is Blackout. There's gonna be a blackout. Love that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some explaining, KJ, because one of my show and tell items, you're all gonna be like, what the heck is he wearing that for? So I'll explain that once that comes up. Major Tao, my feelings don't care about your facts. Big Hog, you should try to get Diener HD on this show. Diener HD. Big Hog, how about this? Since you're a mod, I want you to get Diener HD on the show. What do you think? Big Hog, there's your assignment. I made you a mod. Now you're going to book guests for me. So I want you to get Diener HD on the show for me. KJ, my hatred runs deep for Boston. Yeah. Especially that little rat man, Brad Marchand. Big Hog, Hachiko, what was that? Jake's takes. Best he can do is Jake's takes hockey, guys. Her don't need one. He don't need anyone else. You spelt nothing wrong, Hachiko. You spelled Hachiko wrong. Oh no, you spelled nothing wrong, Hachiko. It's spelled like this. Hachiko spelled it like this. It's supposed to be spelled like this. Hachiko spelled it like this. And it's supposed to be spelled like this. Dan, back. Welcome back, Dan. Watching from the Philippines. Go Canucks, go. Always good to have you in the chat, Dan Carlo. Hopefully things are going well over there in the Philippines for you. Big Mac saying that was tripping on Boston. Canucks 1970 plus. Boeser was tripped. Then he taps a guy. Yeah, the tap, like, I mean, you call that slashing. It's pretty much the same thing as calling Quinn Hughes' boarding. Brutal. Mike Torrance, Gary, pat the head and rub the belly practice. Pat the head, rub the belly. Am I doing it? Now change the directions. Oh, and now switch hands. Oh no, I started tapping my stomach and rubbing my head. Big Hog, you're lucky I didn't see that. Big Hog saying Sherwood for Lady Bing. And Hachiko agrees. Jacob saying Lankinen is keeping us in this. Yeah. Lankinen do that quite often. Hachiko, gotta eat my tenders with Panda Express bottle of orange sauce. Orange sauce flavor. Brutal. Yeah, as I talk about it, Quinn Hughes' horrible boarding call comes up on the screen. Brutal. Yeah. What a lot of people didn't talk about was Norris overskated the puck and then turned back to get the puck. And that's when he fell face first on the board. So he was just as much a part of that as Quinn Hughes was. Jake says, I think I'll have spring rolls and chicken tenders. Jake says, can't wait for the intermission because of all the wonderful things that are going to be shown to you in my first ever Nothing is Perfect show and tell. I've got so much stuff here. I don't know how much we're going to be able to get through, but we're going to try. We're going to try very hard. Boston controls in the Canucks zone again. Canucks with only 8 shots now. Pasternak with a shot and Lankinen just glove save. Nothing is perfect. You can take a freebie on describing stuff for the swear jar. Okay. Oh, KJ says, I lost my leg is a Dropkick Murphy song from The Departed. Oh, okay. Yo. Gary says, coconuts glow. Coconuts glow. Zadorov with a drop pass to Pasta. Oh, DeBrusk almost gets it past Zadorov, but he does well to get back and tip the puck away. Otherwise, the Canucks might have had a 2-on-1 there. Zadorov passes the puck up the boards. Garland gets spun away from. Usually Garland's the one doing the spinning. This time he got spun away from. Boston is up to 19 shots. Canucks still stuck on 8. Garland chops the puck up to center ice. Drew says, nice, Dan, welcome. And Big Mac says, heck yeah, Dan. Major says, nice, Deanery is great. Drew says, we also need a glowing coconut emoji. Okay, I'll add it. Glowing coconut. There it is, added to the list in my super messy handwriting in the captain's log. Glowing coconuts emoji requested from Drew. Dan Carlo having a game day Big Mac burger. Do they do the game day Big Mac burger in Philippines as well? KJ Lankinen is going to be a good backup for Demmer. Yeah, absolutely. Zorro Rosario. Welcome, Zorro Rosario. Probably my favorite name to say. Hello, greetings, Russell, and greetings to everyone on chat. Drew says, welcome back, Zorro. KJ says, Dan, why not a Jollibee? Oh, there it is. The Canucks get another shot. 90 seconds left to go in the second period. Might have been the 9th shot for the Canucks there. Gary says, hi, Zorro Rosario. Jake's take saying Heinen scores the next goal. You heard it here first, folks. He was right about Brock Boeser playing on the first power play unit, so maybe Jake's Takes Hockey is also right about Heinen scoring. Dan Carlo. Jollibee is good too. I eat that too. KJ, some shots on goal would be nice. Yep. Ratu wins a draw. I think he's the only one who can. Quinn Hughes dangling. Oh, tries to get the puck down low to Ratu. Gets deflected. Hronik with a shot down low. Might have gotten to that. It might have been blocked, though. We'll have to wait and see if they update the score or the shots. Nope. They didn't count it. So that shot didn't even make it to the net. The Canucks still haven't hit double digits, and we're almost done this second period. Big Mac giving advice. 1 part honey, 1 part hot sauce, 1 part barbecue sauce, and the amount of chili flakes that you can handle. That does sound tasty. Farhan in the chat. Bangladesh, coming from Bangladesh. Welcome, Farhan. Nice to have you, brother. Welcome. Watching all the way from Bangladesh. Very cool. Welcome, Farhan. Hachiko said, thanks, Big Mac. Gary's like, Big Mac, what's that for? Dip for the tenders? Yep. Some tasty dip. 11 seconds left to go. Canucks finished the second period with 9 shots in the entire game. Wild. Second intermission, everyone. And Big Mac's like, yeah, that's the dipping sauce. Gary Wiseman will keep in mind. So I like to make a honey mo, a nice honey mo. Yeah, you guys don't see my remotes very often, but I'm literally watching it on a TELUS TV. Can you see that? There's my TELUS remote. My honey mo is 1 part honey, 1 part Dijon, 1 part mayo, and then pepper. I use pepper in it, which is nice. Zoro Rosario says, hi, Gary. Jay says, I've got legs, but I've never been able to use them. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Jay. That's terrible. Yeah, I've seen some of your Instagram pictures. It's tough. It's very tough, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. Jake's takes hockey, Coconuts glow. Gary Wiseman says, Jay, that's like me, but my brain. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Dan, have you ever tried Jollibee, sir? I have. Actually, I live here in Surrey, British Columbia. It was a really big deal because the very first ever Jollibee opened up in town. It's actually like just down the street. You wouldn't believe it. Some dude sat in a line for like a full day before it opened. It was wild. But yeah, the Jollibee has opened. We did try it. I do really like it. It's like a nice juicy chicken. I like it. Dan Carlo, I had to make a Jollibee chicken seasoning the other day at work, actually. I tried Jollibee. They recently came to Vancouver. Yeah. So KJ, is there one in like Vancouver proper, or did you come all the way to Surrey for it? Dan says, yummy chicken. Oh, so 2 locations in Vancouver. Okay, Jay. See, Jay, that's why you're here. That's why you're here, because you make sure that I am up to date with all the facts about everything. Jay, I saw it on Twitter, I think. I think you tagged me. It was, I'm trying to remember, was it Ryan Kessler that you were meeting? Yeah. So, and Jay, I assume that's how you met Dustin, right? Because I know when Dustin went through his surgery, he was also not able to use his legs because of his surgery. So yeah, I think it was Twitter X. Hachiko, there's a giant Jollibee building in Southern California. Major Chow saying, peace to Farhan. Welcome, Farhan. And then Farhan saying, what's your prediction for this game? Oh, I mean, the Canucks are winning 1-0 right now. But I don't know. They only have 9 shots, so I'm just hoping for some more shots. I hope that the Canucks at least get to 20 shots. Can they get 11 shots in the third period? Because right now it looks like the Canucks are playing lockdown hockey. So Farhan, Canucks end up getting 20 shots. That'll be my prediction for the game. Okay. So as I mentioned, we're gonna do some show and tell here. But I actually realized I forgot there's one Christmas ornament that I wanted to grab for you guys. That's part of the show and tell. So just give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right. I'm back. And I ate a pepperoni stick. Okay. So I'm going to quickly do a poll. Hachiko. I'm watching you, Hachiko. Every time I leave, Hachiko tries to spread chaos. Okay. I have a shitload of things. Oh, swear jar. I always do that. I'm going to put a poll in the chat because there's a couple of things I know I'm going to show you today, but we're going to probably do this on a regular basis. I have tons of stuff here. It's wild how much stuff. So I'm going to put a poll question in, and you guys, the top 2 votes are going to end up getting shown today. So there's a couple of things I'm already going to show you for show and tell, but the top 2 here are going to get shown today. Okay. So, number 1, McDonald's hockey trophies, which you already saw one earlier, so I can show you that one again. So this is the Norris trophy. So if you want to see more of the trophies, because I've got a whole bunch of little mini trophies. The hockey cards. I've got a couple hockey cards. And then as well, oh, actually you're gonna have an option between 2 McDonald's things, because I actually used to work at McDonald's. So the McDonald's jerseys, and then the other one is Canucks Canucks stuff, aka my old stuff. So I've got some like t-shirts and stuff. So there's your poll question. I'm gonna start showing you guys things, so you guys talk amongst yourselves. Check out this poll question. The top 2 things here will get shown today. So there you go. So the very first thing I wanted to show you guys today for show and tell, because obviously there is a very special man in the bar behind me. There he is, Trevor Linden. And there was a very special day for Mr. Trevor Linden. This is, it's funny too. Look at this. It's crazy because anything that has Canucks green on it too, this proves that I am using a green screen, by the way. So this is why I don't ever wear a Canucks jersey. This is Trevor Linden's retirement banner. So they gave these away at a Canucks game. So this now hangs on the tree. So if you guys are members of the channel, you actually saw this already today. This is hanging on the tree. So as I mentioned, if you do want to join, there is a button down low. It says join. Today, everyone who's a member already got to see this. And they actually got to see a bunch of pictures of the tree. So this is my Trevor Linden retirement, which is very cool, right? They have this same thing hanging in Rogers Arena right now, which is very, very cool. So that's first show and tell. So this is one of my favorite things. We're sticking on the Trevor Linden train right now because, Dobby, I need this. Here's the other thing. I don't even think I'm going to have to like show this from very far back. So this is Vancouver Canucks hockey stick. And you can see it too. I'm going to try not to knock everything down. This is a straight stick. So this is like what they call, you'll see it on the side here. It's the limited edition signature series. So this is what, if you ever see it at the end of a game, the players go and they hand out sticks into the crowd, the heritage stick. So you'll quite often see these sticks going out. So the reason I say we're sticking on the Trevor Linden train is because this one is actually signed by Mr. Trevor Linden there. So this is one of the items that I own that has Trevor Linden's signature on it, which I thought was very, very cool. The story behind this one was, and I've mentioned it a couple times before, is I used to do Canucks for Kids 50/50 ticket sales, which is how I got to interview John Shorthouse. And so what they would do as a bonus for us is at the game, quite often they would give away Canucks memorabilia. For example, this stick. So that was the day I was selling Canucks for Kids 50/50 tickets, and I won this Trevor Linden side stick. So this actually sits in my front hallway, which sits on a shelf out there. So I thought that was very cool. But yeah, it is one of these old timey sticks, which is very, very cool. You like that? Okay, so the stick. Maybe I can, let's see, can I put this? Oh, that's the wrong way. Here, I'm going to put this behind me so maybe you guys can still see it behind me for the rest of the game here. But I'll probably end up knocking it over. Yeah. Oh, no. It's not going to stay. Okay. Okay, stay behind me. Okay, that's not good. All right. No, there it goes. Perfect. So now we got a stick here behind me. And then let's put this right here too. I'm just going to start gathering all of the things that I'm showing you guys so you can just see me surrounded by stuff. Okay, what was the other thing? So here's the other, we already showed you this. So we got this Trevor Linden one. That's Trevor Linden. Let's see how this poll is going. Okay. I mean, this one's probably winning right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and start showing you some of my old Canucks stuff. So, and this works out well because remember earlier I was saying I need to explain myself. But I mean, this isn't really, this is me and my brother just having a good old hockey fight. It's not really Canucks stuff, but this was, I thought was funny. That's me and my little brother, who's now bigger than me, having a little scrap. Here is me. And remember what I said? That's me, number 35 as a player. And this is the reason that I'm number 35. Because all the way back when I was like, I think I'm like 12 here, I just got number 30. Okay, it actually says it on the back here. My mom's writing. Russell's roller hockey game, spring 2001. So I was like 15 or 16 here. Yeah, so this is me. This is why I wear number 35, which is hilarious because 35 is generally thought of as a goalie number. But here's why I have some explaining to do, because I actually met Finn. So here's me and Finn, and you might wonder like, oh, what the heck, Russell? You met Finn and you're wearing a Boston jersey? But you see, I am wearing a Canucks hat, right? We are, it's so old that they're still calling it General Motors Place, right? Me hanging out with Finn at a game. And the reason I'm wearing the Boston hoodie is not because it's a Boston Bruins jersey. This is a Dropkick Murphys hoodie because I used to absolutely love wearing this hoodie because Dropkick Murphys is just a banger of a band. So anyone who hasn't done it yet, make sure that you get out and check out Dropkick Murphys. Again, Blackout is my favorite album, but yes, this is me with Finn. Me and Finn go way back, all the way back to when General Motors Place was still General Motors Place. So yeah, you have some explaining to do. So that's one of my old Canucks things. Okay, so that's pretty old, but let's get even older here because I have something that's like ancient. So this is actually interesting because back in the day, IGA, for anyone who, I don't even think you can hear me. There we go. So back in the day, there was a grocery store called IGA. And so what IGA would do is they would actually hold a bike decorating contest. And so this is actually a print of a painting. So I'll show it closer. So you guys can see, you got the Oilers, you got the Toronto Maple Leafs, you've got the Flames, you've got the Quebec Nordiques. There's Joe Sakic there and Peter Forsberg. There's some Montreal Canadiens, the old Winnipeg Jets, and as I said, one of a couple different things that I own that has Trevor Linden's signature on it, because Trevor Linden actually signed this, and you can actually see here, right there, is an actual image of Trevor Linden, which is painted. Yeah, which is crazy. But yeah, got Pavel Bure on there too. You got the old flying skate jersey there. So I didn't actually get this originally. So my sister actually won this at the bike decorating contest at IGA. And because she is not a Canucks fan or a hockey fan in any way, shape, or form, she was nice enough to give me this. So I've held on to this for a very long time. But yeah, as I mentioned, you can see Trevor Linden's signature there. And then actually a picture of Trevor Linden there too. And you can see the TV right now too. That's how we can show the game on here, eh? And you can see my camera too. Look at that. Yeah. So that is one of my favorite things. Oh, you can even see on the back here. Look at it. Yeah. It says, oh, I don't think you guys can read that. I'll read it to you. This one is called NHL Canadian Greats. This original acrylic painting by Canadian sports artist Lorne Winters was commissioned exclusively by Kraft General Foods Canada Inc. The entire edition has been reproduced on 100% acid-free blah, blah, blah. This magnificent sports collectible has been further enhanced by the addition of NHL superstars autograph. Yeah. So they refer to Trevor Linden as a superstar, which I also appreciate too. That one's pretty cool. That's one of my old things. That one's very old. That would go back to like the early 90s. Oh man. And I'm just like, clearly I'm just obsessed with Trevor Linden. Because here, and you can see, look how filthy this thing is. It's just like, I think I used to wear this like playing roller hockey and stuff. Oh, it's just disgusting. I still have it though. And you can see there is the pin on there too, which is the Canucks for Kids pin, which I'll try and get it to focus on. But yeah, Trevor Linden hat. Got all the sweat marks on there. Still fits, you know. Not bad, right? You can wear it backwards too. Number 16. What do you think? I'm not much of a hat guy these days. But maybe I just wear it like this, right? So yeah, there's the Trevor Linden hat. So another one of my old-timey things. Okay, we'll do a couple more old things, then because it looks like hockey cards are the next one. And yeah, actually, that's a good choice. You guys have good taste because I've got a couple of banger hockey cards here. So there's Trevor Linden's hat. So we'll go to this one here. So this is another one of my old items. So this is my Vancouver Canucks shirt that I used to wear all the time. Old-timey Canucks shirt. And then this is even more old-timey. As you can tell, the black skate jersey. Vancouver Canucks hockey. That is a very old-timey shirt. And I think I actually have a couple pictures of myself in this one. Oh no, I think we ran out of time. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly show you a couple cards because it looks like the period's about to get started. But I wanted to show you this one for sure because I found this one today. You guys see who that is? Rick Tocchet. The right wing Rick Tocchet. Okay, we ran out of time, everyone. So that's the only, okay, I'll show you one more hockey card just to end things off before the period gets started here. Trevor Linden rookie card. The Vancouver Canucks. It's even in plastic paper too, right? It's pretty wild, right? So there you go. Couple hockey cards. I've got way more to show you, as you can see. But we will get to that at a later date. So, play's back underway. My goodness. Show and tell took longer than I thought it would. We're into the third period. See if the Canucks can stop pooping the bed. Lankinen with another save. What a shock. I hope you guys like that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Seeing some old stuff. We're back underway. Third period. Canucks lead 1-0. This is Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday. Thank you everyone for turning in. Yeah, I didn't even realize. Actually, I've got more than one Tocchet card. So we'll get to those at a different day. And I'll give you guys a quick countdown here. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Canucks still stuck on 9 shots here in the third period. I suddenly have a Dobby right beside me because I pulled out some sausages. I've got hunger in my heart. I'm just surrounded by Canucks stuff now. Show and tell, everyone. What do we think? Did we like show and tell? Like I said, maybe next time we can go through these. The Norris Trophy. As I've only shown you this one. That's the only one you guys get to see today. But I've got the whole set. I've got all of the trophies. So maybe we can show them again. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Canucks get maybe a shot. Maybe. The puck rolled in on the goalie. Maybe they'll call it a shot. We might have broke the double digits, everyone. Can you believe it? Okay. So the other day, I was over at my wife's mom's house. And she wanted me to ask everyone a question. So Mama B wants to know. Mama D wants to know. Who is your favorite team for the Canucks to play? So in the chat right now, I want you guys to tell me, what team do you want the Canucks to play? What team do you like watching the Canucks play? Because with Boston coming in and we're us playing against Boston, it's one of the teams that people like to see, right? Because it usually ends up being a good game. So everyone right now in the chat, let me know who you like to watch the Canucks play. Because we all love the Canucks. We can all admit that. But who do you like watching the Canucks play? Okay, Dan is saying Utah, the newest team. I don't know if they've actually played yet. I can confirm the Canucks are up to 10 shots. Oh my goodness. The Boston Bruins are definitely looking like a team who just got their coach fired. DeBrusk shot low. There's the 11th shot. Can we get 9 more? DeBrusk at the point. Shot gets through. We're up to 12 shots. I'm going to start counting them. Hachiko saying the Sharks. Yep. KJ, loving the game tonight. Loving watching them play Boston. Big Hog saying the Coyotes. Yep. Paper saying Edmonton. KJ agreeing Edmonton. Big Hog, JK, probably Jets. They're my second favorite team. So Garland shoots it high. Oh, actually, Swayman got a piece of it, so that's technically a shot. That's 13 shots. The Canucks are going wild with shots, everyone. Garland trying to get it up front, can't get it to go. Gets muscled off the puck behind the net, which you don't see very often. Boston skates it out to center, and they start a change. Marchand just skates right through and skates right into the goalie. Little rat. So Big Hog, you're saying probably Jets because they're my second favorite team. Isn't that hard for you? Does that cause you stress? Because like you're watching your two favorite teams fight, but then I guess you win no matter what. Dan saying Philadelphia. Yeah, Philly can be fun. It's always a physical game. Jake's take saying Edmonton. Leah also likes to watch them play the Jets. Canucks 1970. I like to watch them beat Buffalo because they are our twin, equally 1-0. Yep. Expansion cousin. So they actually are going to be playing their expansion cousins. It's going to be a noon game on Friday, which is wild. Black Friday in the States. So the Canucks are playing at noon on Friday. I will be live for that game. Dan Carlo saying shot. Everybody. Cue the BX clip. So they thought maybe Juleson had shot the puck over the glass. Segmina, welcome. I don't know if I've seen you before. If I have, sorry. If you're new, welcome. Boston's good. Always nice to beat Toronto. Yeah. Also, yeah, those Toronto games are fun too, eh? Segmina. Am I Segmena? Can you tell me if I'm saying that right? Segmena? Let me know if I'm saying that right, brother or sister. Segmena. Yeah, Boston's fun. Toronto's fun. Canucks 1970. Cannot let them attack a cup before us. Yeah, if Buffalo wins a cup before us, I may have to retire from streaming. It's been a good run, everyone, but I don't think they're going to win it this year. Although they did come really close against Dallas that one year. And the boys gather for a chat. Gary Wiseman, there was a time when I really liked Detroit during the Hasek Fedorov days. And also, it's hard not to like the Avs with Burnaby, Joe, and Forsberg. I mean, Gary, I do appreciate those players. But the way I remember it is both of those teams rocking us, kicking our booties left, right, and center. Hasek Fedorov days. Those were painful days. Big hog. My life is stress. Canucks up to 12 shots now. Hronek trying to get a penalty. Then High sticks his own guy. Man, I'm starting to really hate Hronek. Gary Wiseman, even though we were in the same conference. Yeah, wasn't that weird? For all you kids who don't know, the Detroit Red Wings used to be in the Western Conference, which was weird. They got moved back over there a couple years back. Yeah. Paper, anyone got my beer? Jay, what's your tag on what's your Twitter tag for everyone? Put your Twitter link in the chat. Lankinen with another save. Just Frederick in front, Joshua in front, throwing glove punches at each other. Boys gather for another chat. Yeah, Jay, put your Twitter in the chat so everyone can go check out your show and tell items. 1970. Yeah, I mean a cup before us. Yeah. Yeah. I would not want them to win a cup before us. Are you effing kidding me? How the hell do we end up with a penalty? These refs are insane. Oh, I hate the refs in the NHL so much. Yeah, so anyone wants to see Jay's show and tell, go check him out on Twitter at JBocott. Major Tao, it's like when I watched the Kings versus the Canucks. Yeah, so you're a fan of the Kings. And thus, no matter who wins the game, you're happy. But you're more happy when the Canucks win, right? Major Town, right? Dan Carlo, what about when we play Montreal? So when we play Montreal, it's wild because if you're watching it in Vancouver, there's actually so many Montreal fans that show up. I went to a Montreal game with a Montreal fan once, and that was super annoying. KJ's like, schmegma. Canucks clear the puck all the way down the ice to start the penalty kill. Paper, I got beer. We'll see how much I can get. Ha ha ha. Segmena. Zaka with a shot. Blankenin with a save. Segmena. That's good old gamer tag. Yeah. My old gamer tag was Gornstar. Bluger got his stick chopped out of his hands, no call. Because the refs are absolute garbage. Paper says, nah, I have a Coke Big Mac. Gary Wiseman, the liquid kind, I hope. Easy, Paper, that stuff's addictive. And then Paper's like, I know. Canucks 1970 says, Toronto, my first team when we lived in Atikokan, Ontario. Witnessed their last cup on fuzzy old TV. That's wild. Is that 1960 something, 1950 something? At Big Mac, our Paper. Big Mac says at Big Mac, me too, me too. KJ's what a save, Lankinen. Paper says, I hope Lank's playing good. Yeah, he is. He's the only reason the Canucks are still in this game. KJ just likes the smell of Coca-Cola. Yeah, I said Coca-Cola. I said Coca-Cola. KJ just likes the smell. Canucks 1970. What's with the BS ref? I don't know, man. They're playing Boston. I guess we're channeling. We're calling it the 2011 Stanley Cup Final rematch. And I guess they're channeling their inner 2011 refs as well because there was a lot of BS there too. Major Tao says cheers. Cheers, everyone. Luger reverses it for Hronek. Hopefully he doesn't screw up. Yeah, he doesn't. He gets the puck down the ice. That's good to see. Milosh in the chat, calling out the garbage, agreeing with me. Welcome, Milosh. Nice to have you. Oh. Canucks might get a makeup call here. Too many men on the ice. Woo! The refs are just all over the place. Big Hog, mine is at Big Hog Hockey 021. Milosh, I don't think I've seen you before, so everyone say hello to Milosh. Welcome. Welcome, Milosh. This is Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday, and we're here for every single Canucks game, watching it together, having fun, and we get games like this where, you know, maybe it's like watching paint dry, which, don't get me wrong, if you like watching paint dry, you know, that's good. But if you don't, then you can be in chat. Like Jake's Take, who I think is not in chat right now because he's eating pierogies. Paper, who got a power play? Well, Boston just got a power play. Canucks 1970, yeah, this is crap. Gary saying, yeah, they did. KJ, I swear the refs have a personal grudge against the Canucks. I wouldn't believe. Maybe the refs are racist. You never know, Big Hog. And Canucks 1970 agreed. Milosh saying, go Canucks, go! I like it, Milosh. Gary, same when the Leafs are in town. I swear it's almost 50-50. Yeah, Montreal, Toronto. Yeah. KJ saying Lankinen is a stud. Yeah, Canucks 1970. You're probably right. It's probably a grudge, not racism. KJ, yeah, Gornstar is hilarious, Rusty. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, my last name has not always been Holiday. My last name used to be Gorner, Gorner. And so this is, speaking about old gamer tags, that was my old gamer tag, Gornstar. Because my last name was Gorner, And so actually it was my little brother's idea. So he actually had the gamer tag Gornstar back in the day. And so I just stole it from him. I stole it from my little brother. I just took him outside. I beat the snot out of him just like this. And I took his gamer tag. So this used to be Gornstar. Now this is Gornstar. This used to be Gornstar. Now this is Gornstar. It was 67. Yeah. You were 8 years old. That's wild. Major Tau, Canucks 1, Kings 2. Yep. Is Demko coming back Thursday? The Canucks don't play on Thursday, so they play on Wednesday and they play on Friday. But apparently he is making good progress. Big Mac wants everyone to know that cocaine is not illegal. It's just illegal to buy. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, we live in BC where all hard drugs have been. So there is no power play. So we didn't get a power play out of that. Lankinen with his 31st save of the game. Yeah, in BC, hard drugs are not illegal to use. They are illegal to buy. It's very interesting. Yeah, 1967, Canucks 1970 was 8. Paper wants to know, are you a food because your name is Big Mac? Yeah. So Paper, actually tomorrow, Big Mac is going to be on the show with Snicker Snatcher for the Junk Food Roundup, for the first ever Junk Food Roundup game show. Canucks stuck on 12 shots. I'm going to eat a sausage. Brandstrom and Myers fighting in the corner. Oh my gosh, they're going to call that crap. I can't believe it. Brock Boeser just touched a guy and he fell down and they're going to call a penalty. That is insane. The refs are so bad. Oh my gosh. Big Mac's like, no, I'm not food, but I am tasty. Big Hog thought there would be a PP. I thought there would be too. Paper's rich because he's made of paper. Jake's take is Hronik the new Edler. And then Jay is saying he is show and tell is no signature, just a hat. Hey, Canucks memorabilia is fun either way. Big Hog, go to my Twitter, y'all, please. And then Paper's like, go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Dzine and Dobry. Milosh, hey. Big Hog, just to tell you, I don't have Twitter account. And then Jake confirms that he was eating pierogies and that's why he was not in the chat. Zoro Rosario likes the smell of weed. Jake's take, I finally shut up when I get food. Yeah. See, I have food and I'm still not shutting up. Can't get the keyboard dirty. I know, right? I'm not touching it right now and I'll make sure. I'm using the same hand the whole time because I'll wipe it off. Dobby will lick it clean for me. How about that? And Dobby's paying very much close attention to this sausage right now. Yeah, Milosh, you are right. There was no PP. Yeah, Big Hog, you got the joke. Cornstar does rhyme with something else. Do you have an Only Corn account? OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans account. And it's just all my Canucks memorabilia on there. Lankinen with a robbery. Yep. Yeah, I'm close emotionally with my bro. I'm not close physically with my bro because he now lives in Australia. He moved down to Australia like 12 or 13 years ago. But we were very lucky that when I got married this summer in June, he was actually able to come up with my nephew. And if you guys have seen, every once in a while, you'll see a guy named Gremmaster in the chat. That is my nephew, William, who's now almost a teenager. And he's a cutie. But yeah, me and my brother still chat every once in a while. Try and keep in touch, even though he lives across the world. All the way down under. Canucks love going to watch the Canucks in person at away cities. Then get together with Nucks fans for photos. Yeah. Another garbage call. You are right. Sherwood giving a shot to Swayman. Give him a slash. Jay says, I was born Bacot. Then later my mom had a kid with a guy with the last name Noble. So I lived with that last name till I was 18, and then you changed it back. Boston onto another power play, which is Bull Honky. Zoro Rosario saying cocaine is very abrasive to my bank account. Yeah, can you imagine Boeser hitting an LA King like that? Major Tao putting some eggplant in the chat. What happened to too many men call on Boston? I guess it wasn't. I guess they were just saying that it touched a player at the bench, and thus it is out of play if it touches a player at the bench. Are you tripping? No, you're not tripping. Rod is just doing the face palm. KJ saying Dobberton. Major Tao is subbed to Big Hog on Twitter. Kachuk hates Vancouver. Jason Danskov in the chat. Welcome, Jason. Nice to have you again. Connor Garland. Refs are shipping off to Boston's payrolls. That's a good call. Down under. Ah, yes, Grandmaster. Bornstar rhymes with Zornstar. Bjornstar? Refs are being unfair. Yep. Rod's like, come on, Canucks. Refs are trying hard to get Boston back in the game. Lankin with another save. Dobby is watching me very closely because I have this. Once I get to the end of this, I want y'all to know that Dobby's going to get a little piece because he's a nice, good boy and we appreciate him. Ronick manages to get it down the ice. Oh, I thought that was going to get stopped at the blue line. Oh my gosh. This is a turkey sausage. I don't usually eat on stream, but this is such an early game. I missed dinner. Oh, Rome in the chat. Hello, everyone. Glad I'm home before the game was over. Well, I can tell you something, Rome. You didn't miss much. Yeah. What is Russ eating? And Gary's like, Dobby's food. And then Chico's just like, Dobby. Dobby, first star of the game again? Maybe. I hope so. So Rod is thinking that Boston will take a penalty. Here's Garland. Garland got there first. Takes a shot off the side of the net. Pedersen collects it, puts it back down behind the net. Oh, yeah. Tyler Myers just mugs a man behind the net. Blocked by Myers. There it is. 2 plays on this shift by Myers. You'll love to see it. Now Myers collects the puck behind the net. Chaos Giraffe in full flight. Oh, no. We got Susie and Myers out there together. Oh, no. Pedersen blocks the shot. Pedersen blocks another shot. And then Susie gets jammed into the net. Yeah, Myers is looking a little hobbled. Okay, as you can see, I've gone down to the very end part of my sausage. So it's time for Dobby to get a treat. Hey, Dobby. Come here. Come closer. Hey. Up. Okay. Look over here. As you can tell, Dobby, stand up. Do you guys think that Dobby deserves this? Yeah? Can you give me a kiss? Oh, yes. What a nice boy, huh? Okay, lick my fingers. Okay, this is disgusting. But you're going to stay here now for a minute. Yep. You are now in my control. Dobby got the treat, everyone. Oh, he kicked the mic. Sorry for everyone with the headset on. Dobby kicks the mic on a regular basis here. But here he is. Dobby Doge. Under 7 minutes left to go in the third period. Canucks are being outshot 30-12. So that means they have 3 shots in this period. I'm rubbing Dobby's belly for good luck. And Jay's like, stop talking about sausage on stream. Puck gets tipped into the Boston zone. Oh, yes. Oh, you're such a sweet boy. See, now Dobby's watching too. Branstrom puts the puck up the boards, but it doesn't get out. Branstrom battling behind the net. Doing well to keep his man to the outside. Heinen blocks a shot. Canucks just sit behind their net. Oh, yes, Dobby. Oh, how much do you love me? How much do you love me? Huh? So much? Such a sweet boy. Oh, yes. Juleson with a deadly mustache still. Now the refs are calling. They're getting together to talk about how they can screw over the Canucks more right now. I guess we won't find out until after this commercial break. Do you guys have any questions for Dobby? Let me know if you want me to ask him any questions, okay? Since we have him here right now and he seems like he's being a really nice, good boy. Paper wants us to get 1,000 subs. Oh my goodness, Dobberton. You're flopping all over the place here. Let's get Dobby 1,000 subs. Jay, I know you like Russ's sausage, but chill. Oh, yes. Demo in the chat. Welcome, Demo. Nice to have you. Tactical mistake. Rod saying 30-12 shots. Ridiculous. Paper trying to get the Go Canucks Go chat started. Go Canucks Go. Go Canucks Go. Go Canucks Go. Go Canucks Go. Oh, he just licked the mic now. Turkey sausage, yep. Dobby gets 1 treat for 1 Canucks goal. You hear that, Dobby? If you can get the Canucks a goal, I'll give you a treat. You think that sounds like a good idea? Every time the Canucks score, you get 1 treat. And now I've said the word, so now he's expecting it. Oh my goodness, you're so floppy, huh? If anyone has an inkling, check out practice live streams on my channel. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, Dobby. You're such a struggler, huh? Oh, that mic. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Go, Canucks, go. Dan's right. Canucks versus the refs. Rod's like, story of my life. And Big Mac's like, I got a watch along Alien Romulus thing. Like our captain is facilitating. Dobby is drooling for the last bite. Yeah, Linda, you're right. He is definitely interested in some sausages. Paper, I bet the refs are not going to call the goal for the Canucks. Canucks 1970, how is it that not a penalty on Boston? Susie into that. I don't know. Big Hog says, nice sausage. Rod says, refs need to stop. Paper's like, yes. KJ says, I hope Lankinen gets his shutout. He deserves it. Oh my God, I just said the word. Dobby! Dobby! And then Rome's like, oh, look at that face. And Rod's like, you just jinxed it. And then you just made me say it too. Big hug, KJ. Paper's like, imagine they win 1-0. Dan Carlos like, Canucks versus refs, laugh out loud. Canucks 1970 says, don't say the word until the game is over. Oh my God. Don't you know the rules? Dobby stays for the rest of the stream. Yeah. DeBrusk kicks a shot, gets blocked. Good thing I'm not superstitious, eh? And then Rod says, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Gamer A, we need those points. We sure do. Paper's like sausage. Paper's like, I wish Jake got the Hattie. Can you guys see Dobby's face right here? He's just totally flopped. He's chilling. He's such a cute boy. Laugh out loud. Refs trying so hard for Boston. Dollar in the Rome. Think Dobby would look good in a doggy Canucks jersey? Yeah, he probably would. We put my Trevor Linden jersey on him once, and he was pretty chill about it. Who's Dobby's favorite Canuck? Dobby, who's your favorite Canuck? I think Dobby's favorite Canuck is Connor Garland. Because Dobby is kind of like Connor Garland, right? He's a little gargoyle. He's a little gargoyle. Now, Gamer A says the refs are getting worse every time. Leah says, does he like other dogs or prefer people? He likes people more than he likes dogs, but he also likes dogs. So 3:40 left to go in the third period. Canucks lead 1-0. Shots are 13-30. 13-30. Oh, it doesn't sound close enough. Oh, yes. Oh, he's a nice fucking boy. Oh. Swear jar. I said a swear. DeBrusk in quick. Collects the puck. Canucks control for a second here. DeBrusk in front. Can't get the shot to go. Myers tries to pinch and get the puck down low, but the Canucks collect at center ice anyways. Canucks no, you got Sherwood, DeBrusk, and Pedersen out now. Puck gets dumped into the Canucks zone. Just under 3 minutes left to go in the third period. Sherwood shot. There's the 14th shot of the game. Oh my goodness, Dobby. Oh, you're flopping. What are you doing? What do you want from life, Dobby? Oh, he's flailing. There, that's better. Sit on your booty. Let's watch the game together, Dobby. Oh, he's getting so fussy. Okay. Come here. Up. Come here. Come here. There you go. Oh my goodness, Starberchin. Lankinen with another save. Puck all the way down into the Boston zone. Heinen's there. Another former Boston Bruin there. Oh my goodness, Dobby. Brutal, just brutal, yeah. Juleson looks like Toronto's captain with a mustache. Pedersen in. Boeser gets a shot off, but Swayman covers the puck. Insider info from Dobby. Favorite pastime for Dobby? What is your favorite pastime? Dobby's favorite pastime is chasing balls. Zach says, let's go Vancouver. Gary says, magic. You must spell it. Yeah, so they don't know, right? Treat. But he knows. He literally knows. Canucks glow. Big Mac's like TREAT. Gamer A, if they win, give Darby a treat. Yep. Now you don't know the rules. Drew Richards, 4 shots per period is an issue. Yeah, brutal. And then Drew's like, but Canucks glow all the same. I just want them to get to 20 shots, but I don't think that's happening. Big Hog, Dobby is the Canucks' second mascot. Yep. Darby Hendrickson, Chico 2-0. Me with Big Hog assist. 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. Boston's going to try and pull their goalie. Hronek puts it up. Puck gets blocked. Now DeBrusk gets it down low. 53 seconds left to go in the game. Juleson rips it around. Goes, oh. Didn't that go off of a Bruin player? Canucks ice the puck. You're probably going to see a timeout get called here by one of the teams. Is Zadorov trying to fight Sherwood? That would be funny. Drew's giving love to Dobberton. Dobby the Doge. Dobby. DPS line looks great. Yep. Big Hog thinks that you're cute too, Dobby. Canucks 1970 cutie pie. Yeah, she is a sweet boy. He is a sweet boy. So the Canucks did ice the puck, which I'm not a fan of. Because you don't ice pucks, bro. You ice cakes. Oh, there's Dark Smile coming in at the last minute. Showing W something up. Okay, stand up. We're going to bring you in here for the last little bit here, Dobberton. Because everyone's having a good time seeing you. I think Dobby and Finn would be friends. Just run around the stadium having a good time. Hey, Dobby. Oh, you're so fussy. Oh, my goodness. No. 36.4 seconds left to go in the game. Dobby's fussing all over the place. Now he's chilling. Okay, yeah, I'll rub your chest for you. How about that? How about that? Suter gets tossed. Oh my goodness, Dobby, you're pushing buttons. Oh, you're the devil. Oh, yeah, so it's an icing call, so they can't actually wave him out. Oh, my goodness, this is chaos. 20 seconds left. Boston's pressing. Suter. Garland. Scores, Dobby! Your favorite player won the game! Garland scores the empty netter. Dobby, your favorite player scores. Yeah! You love to see it. Canucks score with the power of Dobby. Rod's like, good job, Canucks. Matt's like, woo! Major Chow says, thanks for liking and subscribing. Garland with a new turtleneck. Oh my goodness. Canucks pull off a crazy win. Dobby and Finn would be friends. You're right, Gamer A. Swayman didn't even have to break a sweat this game. Yeah. Kevin Lankinen. Crazy. Milosh. Woo! Zachary. 2-0 Canucks. KJ. He does a didn't notice. Boom. Attaboy, Garland. Canucks rule. BNG. Drewski's like GG, and Big Hog's like LFG, and Mike Torrance is like yay, and Canucks fan is like yes, angry little elf scores. Yep, Dobby's also an angry little elf. Go Canucks, go! Woo! Rod puts the Canucks colors in the chat. Big Mac, congrats to Garland and his progeny. Jake's Take says yes. Rod says hello. And Dark Smile says Garly. And then is that an autograph hoppy stick behind you? Yes, it is, in fact. This is a Trevor Linden. So, Rome, what you missed during the second intermission was we had a little show and tell. This is a Trevor Linden hockey stick. Well, it's signed by Trevor Linden, but it's one of those old-timey ones they give away at the end of the game. So, yeah, that's what you missed there, Rome. I had it here behind me so everyone could see it for the rest of the game. But I did say that if for every goal the Canucks scored, that Dobby would get a treat. And I said the word a few times, so I'm going to get Dobby a treat. Okay. Okay, Dobby. Come here. You're a good boy. Can you stand up? Can you shake a paw? Can you shake the other paw? Okay. There it is, everyone. He got it. Oh, and Major Tao. Look at that again. Nothing is perfect. Memberships flying out. Luke Flyswatter in the chat. Haven't even seen him comment or anything, but Luke Flyswatter is apparently watching. And just got a free sub from Mr. Major Tao. So thank you very much, Major Tao. That is very generous of you. Very generous of you. Oh, yes, Dobby. That's enough. That's enough. Let's see. Garland is now an 86. That was scary. Yep. KJ, you jinxed it. Yep. If they didn't win, then what would you feel? The Godfather Hughes. Always a pleasure to beat the Bruins. Yes. High five for Garly. Garland Gargoyle. Rome says, nice. Love the stick. Big LFG. All my Bruins fans are done. Bruins friends are done. Gamer A, we won. Rod say, okay, I was wrong, KJ. Canucks fan 1970. Okay, I forgive you. 2 rule breakers, but only this time. Gamer A, give Garland a treat. Yep, give him a treat too. Bruins suck. Do. Blanky and Garland, the stars. Let's go, baby, says Jacob. Rod says, waving, thumbs up. Lankinen for the first star, 100%. Yeah, shut out. Now we can say it as much as we want. Shut out. Lankinen is definitely going to be the first star of this game with his shutout. Gary Wiseman winning 2-0 with only 14 shots on goal. Laugh my ass off. Bruins me is not going to be happy about this one. And then again, Major Tao gifting out a free sub going to Luke Flyswatter. Canucks 1970, Canucks Glow. Major Tao waving. Gary waving at Major Tao. Rome says, that is cool. I thought it was a Linden autograph when I saw it. Yeah. And you've got a good eye. You've definitely got a good eye because that is definitely a Trevor Linden autograph there. So we did some show and tell during the second intermission. And Zach's like, what, me? Zach's probably talking smack in the chat or something like that. Congrats, Luke Flyswatter. Boston got goalied. Yeah, you're right, Mike Torrance. Dark Smile. Yeah, Dobby wants more. Of course, he always wants more. KJ, laugh out. I will remember not to jinx it for the next time, guys. Dark Smiles dancing in the chat. KJ's like, sheesh. And Rod's like, game over. Drew says, night, everyone. Likes and subs to support our captain. You all, see you all tomorrow. Yep. Gary says, bye, Drew. Okay. Let's see if I can, in fact, get Jacob back on. I'll send him a quick video call if he's there. He might be, still eating his... he might still be eating his... Oh, there he is. Yeah. Let's bring him on then. Once again, Jake's Takes Hockey on the show. Post-game. How are the pierogies? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, it cut out for a second. I hear you now.
Okay. How are your pierogies?
They were absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for asking. Douse those in salsa and sour cream. It's never a better treat than that.
You put salsa on your pierogies?
Absolutely, I do.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, no, seriously, game changer.
So how are you feeling about your buddy Blankenin now?
I feel fantastic, man. I would say I completely shut myself up in the chat. I watched that whole third period. Still a bit of a snooze fest, but yeah, whatever. They won. I'm not going to take the energy out of the building. It was that last play freaked the hid-GBDs out of me. So it's nice seeing Garland just finish that and let me breathe.
How about KJ in the chat saying shutout way too early? What'd you think about that?
Yeah. Someone has to do it. If it wasn't going to be KJ, I think someone else would have said it. So it's paid off. So maybe from now on, he should start saying that more often.
So you remember Anchorman, or no, it wasn't Anchorman. It was Bruce Almighty. You remember Bruce Almighty, where the teleprompter guy, and it was Steve Carell's character, and no matter what they put on there, he would read it, right? Oh no, I'm mixing up two things. Oh my goodness.
I did watch that movie, but it's been so long that I.
So it's like Anchorman, Will Ferrell, and they said no matter what you put in the teleprompter, Will Ferrell is going to say the words, right? So at the very end, I'm going to have to put something in the swear jar for this, but it says, "Go fuck yourself, San Diego," right? So KJ in the chat, putting the word shutout in the chat, and I'm just reading along. I said shutout.
Yeah. Yeah, he tricked you. He baited you. Is what he did.
Baited me.
Yeah.
He did the old
he wanted to make you look bad.
Thing, right?
I'm on to KJ.
Yeah.
I think he wants you off YouTube. Honestly, I'm just like I said, the chat's too nice lately. We got to stir it up a bit, right? Too good of a community.
So what does that mean for a Boston team? They just fired their coach. Are they looking at going for a third coach this season after not even able to win when the Canucks only get 14 shots?
They should fire the coach again right now.
Yeah,
that's what I think. Like, could you imagine? Just like, you know what? Just keep firing coaches until you get a win.
To hire Quenneville or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, now that you mention it, I wonder what Boston's gonna do now. Like, do they start thinking about a rebuild almost? I don't know. Yeah. I know it's early, but they're in a weird transition now because they're not. That was not a good looking game for both sides, honestly.
Can you guess who the 3 stars are? I'm gonna give you a chance.
Oh damn it! I was just on Sportsnet too.
No cheating.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, who were the 3 stars and in order?
Oh, Connor Garland. Oh wait, no. Sorry, Lankinen.
Yeah.
First star.
Yeah.
Connor Garland. Who else got a point? Who did something? Sherwood not. Oh, DeBrusk, obviously.
Okay, you got it right, except for Garland didn't get a star.
Oh, what?
In a 1-0 game, of course it's got to be both goalies. So Jeremy Swayman is the 3rd star of the game. Jake DeBrusk is the 2nd star of the game with the only goal.
Swayman didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Swayman didn't do nothing back there, man.
I haven't even updated the score. That's how wild this game has been. There it is. And I didn't even do the... Yeah. Did I do the Orca thing? There it is. Canucks score!
Yeah, game Coconuts blow.
I'm to blame Dobby for that because he's sitting in my arms that whole game.
Yeah.
So, but like, where do the Canucks go from here too? Because like they have now played a couple of really good defensive teams, like the Islanders caught them to really low shots. Now Boston's done the same thing. What do they need to do to actually get some shots on net?
I don't know, because like this is like a few times now, just these like, but you know what? At the same time, it's like, do we just ride this out and then the offense will just automatically come? Because at least they're playing good defense, right? Mm-hmm. Like that was a good rounded defensive win. I mean, yeah, I think they got to buy Lankinen dinner later because he made some great. That last save, Lindholm, man, oh my goodness! I was just like, please don't out of anyone. It's just like, let us have this one, Like
as Canucks fans, you always assume it would either be Lindholm or Zadorov who scores the goal against us, right?
Yeah, and I thought Zadorov scored there because my TV is really small in this trailer. And when he missed the net there, I thought that was it. I was like, oh, that went off the back bar and in. I couldn't even, I was just like, really?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it wasn't in. So,
I mean, I'm happy that we kind of reversed Vancouver Boston, right? Because our former Boston Bruin was the one who scored the goal for us. Jake DeBrusk putting in the only goal that had a goalie in the net. How does that feel for Jake DeBrusk scoring and coming back for his first game in Boston?
Yeah, I think that's fantastic for him, and you could tell that he was feeling it too, because he was getting a couple other chances there. To be honest, at one point I was thinking like he looks like one of the only noticeable person on the ice for both teams. So I'm like, is Jake DeBrusk like the new Connor McDavid right now? Like, yeah, like I don't know. Honestly, it was really he looked good. He looked really good. He looked hot, and I really like to see that from him because you could tell that goal probably fired him right up.
Toymaker in the chat saying, I'm not sure Demko will replace Lankin and he might take the ball and run with it. What do you think about that?
I kind of agree. I think, well, when's their next game?
Tomorrow.
A couple days?
4:30.
Tomorrow? Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are they playing tomorrow?
Pittsburgh.
Okay. Oh, no, well, they're gonna put if Demko is like feeling good, they have to put him in for a back-to-back, right? If it was a in between game or they didn't play tomorrow, I would say obviously they probably roll with Lankinen just to kind of slowly get Demko in. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, Lankinen just played a really long, hard game. You can't put him in again tomorrow, can you?
I think they'll I'm assuming it'll probably be Shelov's tomorrow. That would be my best guess.
Right.
If anything, maybe you see Demko on Friday for that nooner because they're playing at noon for some reason.
Sorry?
The Canucks play at noon on Friday.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I heard you saying that in the stream of Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday. So they're playing against their expansion cousins, the the Buffalo Sabres on Friday at noon. They play Pittsburgh tomorrow at 4:30. So not as early of a start, but still quite more early than we're used to.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a weird time. That's right when work starts for me too. Unbelievable. I can't believe they would put the schedule out like that. I start at 12 every Friday.
Rome says, did DeBrusk have an angry Bruins fan yelling at him like Tavares did when the Islanders fans gave him the business? I didn't see any of that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think he's at the same stage as the Tavares, luckily for DeBrusk, but man, you know what? Now thinking of that, like, man, that must have been brutal for Tavares. That was awful. I've never seen a sports team just go at somebody so hard like that before. But that did not happen tonight.
Mike Torrance pointing out the Canucks are now 8-1 on the road.
Yeah, my goodness, they're playing just fine on the road. Hey, I don't know what's going on there. It's like the other day you asked me, it's like, you think this is a good thing they're going on the road? And I said, absolutely. Like, because eventually they have to start winning at home, right? They can't just keep losing at home. So might as well go get these wins away. At least I don't know, like they're a weird team. Just win at home. That's like why are you making us spend money and go watch the games and losing? But you know what, right now I'm happy they won the game, so I'm not gonna think too far ahead. But and then they surely they got to beat Pittsburgh, right?
Can you knock on some wood for a second, please? Just knock on wood.
Yeah, surely.
I'm gonna double knock on wood.
No way. Yeah.
So Lefty all around in chat is saying that was a great defensive game played by a whole team. Lots of block shots, was like having a second goalie out there. Yeah, lots of block shots tonight for the Canucks. They had 26 block shots.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was all around. It was a good defensive game. Like, if you don't get scored on in a game, you're obviously doing something right out there. So, it was good to see that. Like, just a midseason game, and you watch. There's some good character wins the Canucks have been doing this year. I've noticed where it's like, you look at a win like that and you're like, yeah, that's something that can happen in the playoffs. You know, you're trying to hold on to a 1-0 lead. They didn't do anything ridiculously stupid to try and blow it. The penalties, this is what I've been impressed with the Canucks is they keep getting these penalties. And I saw it in a previous game and it just kills their momentum, but they just end up being okay. And they killed off the first penalty. Boston still has all the momentum. Then they get another penalty. Boston has momentum. But the Canucks just were chill. They were just fine, it looked like. You know, they weren't panicking. They weren't doing anything they're not supposed to do. They just stuck to the script.
Yeah, Jay wanted to also point out that on December 1st, they play at 9:30 a.m. Pacific against Detroit, which I believe is a Sunday or something like that.
Why? Why is that a thing?
It's probably a Black Friday thing still.
Right. Oh, man.
So I'm doing some quick math here. If you so Boston had 11 block shots. The Canucks had 15 shots that actually hit the net. So in total, The Canucks had 26 shots, if you don't count like shots that went wide. Boston had 32 shots on goal, and the Canucks blocked 26. So if you don't even include any of the shots that went wide, you're looking at 58 shots for Boston, and you're looking at 26 shots for Vancouver, which is absolutely insane if you ask me.
Yeah. When you break it down that way, that kind of shows you where the ice was tilting tonight, because clearly Boston they didn't look awful, honestly. Now that you mention it, they just didn't score, and you have to score to win a hockey game, folks. Like, that's kind of how it goes. But no, like there was lots of blocks. Lankinen made some saves that he probably shouldn't have saved again. And that's the difference between having a goalie like that's a goalie right there stealing a win. And even that's a goalie stealing a point too. Like, that could have gone to overtime. The Canucks had no business winning that game, to be honest. Like, really, you think about it. Yeah, they played great defensively, and they made it work, and that just happened. But Lankinen stole on that win for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, Taka was telling the team, like, hey, we're going in. These guys just changed their coach. They're going to be flying out there. Like, Boston had something more to prove than Vancouver did tonight, because now they got the new guy in. They're trying to play well for him, and they clearly had more energy. But even in 3 power plays, Boston didn't score a goal. They were 0 for 3 on the power play. The Canucks took advantage. They were 1 for 2 on the power play. And then defensive structure got changed up too, because we had Myers and Brandstrom playing together. Soucy and Juleson. Did you feel a little more comfortable with Soucy and Myers being broken up?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't have anything against those two. I actually kind of like those two, but I don't think they work well together. And it's funny. I shared you in the stream there. It's just like, oh God, both of them are out there together. And it's just like, everyone get into panic mode. and the Bruins are firing shots, and it's all chaotic. And it's like, okay, those two cannot be together. But they're great if they're in their right role, I guess you could say. I did feel more comfortable. You're right. And I do like seeing Juleson out there. I've always had a soft spot for him. I think he's somewhat underrated on the Canucks. I think he's solid. He comes in and just does his job.
He might be another one of those players that ends up being a steal, because he was a guy who went high in the draft. I believe he was like a top 10 pick in the draft by Montreal. Ends up getting injured, which really messed up his ability to become a better player. And now you never know, right? He's a big physical guy. He's not scared to throw some hits. And now that he's been playing on a more regular basis, I think you've been seeing him playing a lot better. So hopefully that can continue. But I think going back to the Myers and Soucy pair, I think what's happened is Soucy can be such a sporadic player. And I think Tyler Myers is worse when he's trying to do too much. And I think he was trying to do more to cover up the craziness that was Soucy's game, because Soucy is a very streaky guy. And so I think Soucy playing not well not only made Tyler Myers play not well, but even worse than he was, because he was trying so hard to do more than he needed to.
Right.
Kind of seeing the same thing out there.
I totally hear you on that, because Myers used to be a similar player like that, and that's where all the Canucks fans have actually kind of enjoyed watching him now. And now that he's on the lower pay and all that, and he came back, because with the new coaching staff, he came in and he learned his role. And I guess maybe that's where Soucy's not at yet.
Yeah.
And I totally see that. I totally agree with you on that.
Mike Torrance in the chat saying easy game tomorrow. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Come on. Easy. Come on, guys. Let's all hype it up. Everyone, easy. Easy's in the chat, please. Let's just curse this next game.
Yeah, speaking of jinxing things.
Yeah.
Big Hog saying my best friend is a Pens fan, so you want to see him lose, right?
Yeah, I do feel a little bit bad for Crosby out there.
Yeah,
it's yeah. Come on, bring him over to Vancouver. Could you imagine? Come on, can we just get Crosby in Vancouver?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Is that too much to ask for?
It is. I think so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Well, because right. I don't know if you saw it the other day. Bieksa was quoted as saying he never wanted to leave Vancouver. He wanted to go. Mm-hmm. He said, I wanted to go down with the ship. Right. And I think that one of those things with Sidney Crosby specifically, he came into the league at the same time as Mario Lemieux was finished things up. Mario Lemieux, despite the fact if he wasn't the owner of the Pittsburgh, he could have gone and won some more cups somewhere else, but he didn't. He stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
And Crosby, I think, is doing the same thing that Lemieux did with the Penguins, where even though they were a complete terrible team, he's going to stick around and try and at least help for the next couple of years to show the next generation what it takes to win in the league. So I don't see Sidney Crosby going anywhere.
I don't either. And, you know, you make a good point. Like he was mentored by these people that stuck there too. And they're legends in the game. Why would he break away from what he's been taught? Basically, you know, and Sidney Crosby, he's just that kind of guy. He's going to stick around for sure. But, you know, it'd be fun. You know, I know everyone forgive him. Pittsburgh fans would forgive him if he left, but he's not going to do that.
Well, the other side of the coin, and I think I talked about this earlier in the year, was a guy like Kiprasov, who essentially refused to be traded out of Calgary. But what would have happened is if he would have just said, okay, yeah, trade me somewhere, then Calgary brings assets in. So there's something to be said for that too, where you can help your team by helping them get more draft picks and some prospects and that kind of thing. So, but I still don't think that Crosby's going anywhere.
No, you make a very good point there, though, because really, you're helping your team. If Sidney Crosby leaves right now, do you know how beneficial that'd be for Pittsburgh? Actually, now that you mention it,
I mean, even with him on the team, they might finish last place, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I saw one comment here. Where is it? It was about the refs. So that's one thing I was going to ask you, because the refs seem to be. Here it is. Toymaker thought the refs were trying to hand the Bruins the game a few times. Great win, though. Did you feel like the refereeing was a little bit lopsided tonight?
You know what? It's hard right after the game because the emotions are high, and I'm speaking right now. Honestly, probably not. It's obviously it wasn't good officiating, but I do believe. I do think they actually do try out there, but there was obviously some bad calls, and they're going to make bad calls. But right now, I'm going to say I don't think they were trying to help Boston out. I think that's just the nature of the game. They just made a couple bad calls, but yeah, you could look at it at any angle you want.
So maybe not. I would say maybe they weren't trying to hand them the game, but maybe they were just kind of like, crap the bed.
Yeah. Make it a little, make it a little more interesting.
There's a couple of interesting ones. Like Susie gets essentially cross-checked into the net, or the other play was Bluger penalty killing, and his stick just gets slashed right out of his hands. Right, like that should be pretty much an automatic call, in my opinion.
No, they're definitely awful calls. Even like the Brock Boeser one just kind of took me away. And same as Joshua. With the helmet knocked off, like after the play, it's like, what? Like, when does that ever get called after the whistle? Like, it's a regular normal scrum, and that's just where you pull them away, and it's like, whatever, move on. But it's just like, no, I'm picking you, and you're going to the box. Yeah, that does tick me off. Like, that's just like, what was that about? Like, I don't know. Joshua's obviously not happy with that, but. It was that one was the more notable one that I thought was like, hey, that's not cool.
Well, even like you said, the Boeser one, like they called him for slashing, right? And it's like he touched a guy with his stick.
Yeah,
it's
getting a little soft out there. Yeah, just gave him a little push and he flopped like a fish, eh? So it's So
Lefty all around in the chat is saying I can read Tockett's mind and Branstrom might sit out next game.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, sorry. I think he played all right. I don't know. I like Branstrom. So
yeah, I don't think so either. I think they probably just stick with the same line that they ran with tonight.
Yeah.
Jake, thank you so much for stopping by after the game for the post-game show. I hope you had fun tonight.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was great. Thanks for having me.
Make sure you guys, everyone who's still here watching, go and check out Jake's Takes Hockey. He's had a bunch of videos out in the last couple of days. Like he said, he had one about Sherwood came out yesterday, which I enjoyed a lot. So make sure you go on over to his YouTube channel, check him out, and make sure you like and subscribe every time you're over there as well.
Right.
And
absolutely.
Got any last words for chat before you peace out for the night?
No, just go Canucks glow or coconuts glow. That's all I gotta say. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be in chat. I got nothing else to do, so
cool. Awesome. Cool, brother. So if you do want, you're more than welcome to come on for the first intermission. If you're interested, we'll definitely have you on again for the first intermission tomorrow.
What time's the game again tomorrow, sir?
4:30.
4:30. Yeah, I should be around.
Cool. Sounds good, brother.
Cool.
We'll talk to you tomorrow then.
Awesome. Take care.
There it is. Jake Takes Hockey filling in for Mr. Dustin Boydell after as Dustin is off down in Las Vegas doing unsightly things. But we can't talk about it because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. Rob says, see ya. Jay says, swear jar at Russ. Yeah, I definitely dropped a couple there. Jacob saying, Lankinen. Big Mac saying, GG. Canucks 1970. So someone named him Kevin Blankinen. Yep. Big Hog saying, Hachiko, we helped. Jay saying, change the scoreboard. It's 2-0 final. Yes, thank you. I pulled a Sportsnet there. Unfortunately, couldn't keep up to date there. Rum saying, can't believe they fired Montgomery. I can't believe it either. He was like 120 wins and 40 losses. Mike Torrance trying to help out with the 3 stars, DeBrusk, Garland, and Lank, but you got that wrong. It was the 2 goaltenders, Swayman, Lankinen, and DeBrusk. Jay saying 2-0. Big Hog saying back-to-back streams. Let's go. Yeah, remember in the preseason one, it was like 5 games in 7 nights. That was wild. Rome saying got to play hard because they might be a letdown game. Yeah, tomorrow they got to be on their toes. And then Rod is just chuckling. Tori say Shilovs is a good trade chip. If Demko returns toilet people, you got to keep though. I think what will happen is Shilovs will end up going down to the A. So I don't think they'll end up trading Shilovs. I think he'll just end up because right now Patera is hurt, and I don't think they'd have any problem sending Ty Young down. But you never know. Shilovs could be a trade chip. Living on the East Coast, I love the early games, says Big Hog. Haters will say the Canucks suck because they beat a team 8th in the Atlantic. Nah. Lefty all around saying even Heinen, who has usually in my doghouse had a couple of blocked shots. Now, if he could win at least one board battle, I might take back him. I might want to take back. I want him traded. Yeah. 1970 Canucks. Best in the NHL. I think on the road, Canucks fans are so friggin' slow to sit their butts down on time. Pay attention, fans. Be proper fans, not a bunch of doofuses in a drink or hot dog line. And then Calvin saying, damn, 2-0. And Lefty all around, that was the best defensive game as this whole season. Mike Torrance saying, thanks to Russ, thanks to the mods. Yes, thanks to the mods, keeping everything cool. Keeping Hachiko under control. Calvin saying, damn, what happened? Bradstrom, a couple giveaways in his own end. Might have him sitting down next game. Gary Wiseman, damn, y'all still streaming. Yep. Juleson had a very good game. Yep. Toy Maker, we love beating the Bruins. It just feels so good. It's always game 8. Oh, yeah, game 8. We remember game 8. Calvin, how did Brock and Dakota do? Yeah, they look pretty good. Dakota got a penalty, which was the silly one, and then Brock played fine. He was on the first power play unit, looked pretty good. But yeah, it should take him a little bit to get up to speed. Lefty all around, Talkit and Lefty all around think alike in regards to our roster here. Canucks 1970, goalies are a part of the team. If you're on, you can win the game for your team. It's best. I love Brandstrom in the top 4. Yeah, I did enjoy that too. Brandstrom and Myers were pretty good together. Gary Wiseman, both decent, but DeBrusk, Petey Sherwood line was the star of the night. Canucks fan 1970. Yeah, I'm a Juleson fan. Yeah, I'm a Juleson fan too. I love the grit. Canucks, Calvin 999 Charlie. Nice. I got into the game. Laugh out loud. Big Hog. Yep. Jacob Cozy. I'm a Juleson fan. He almost got a penalty that would have cost us though. Yep. Gary Wiseman. We got Vancouver in 2010. I was about to pull out another thing for show and tell for that. But we're going to hang on to that, Gary. So remember that. Next time we do show and tell, 2010 is a reminder. So I'll show that one next time. Gazoon tight. My wife just sneezed, so I gave her a gazoon tight. Lefty all around. Brock held his own for the game. Back Joshua So-so, still getting his legs back from his long time out of the lineup. Calvin, Charlie, we won 7-3, but my stupid goalie kept letting in the 3-goal game. Yeah. So Calvin, you were playing hockey. Congrats on the 7-3 win. Rome says Crosby is a lifer. Yep. Lefty all around. I thought Branstrom was one of our weaker players tonight. Yeah, he could play better. It wasn't his best game. But I think there might be part of that would be maybe the adjustment of playing with Tyler Myers. So lefty, I think they'll probably keep the lineup the same. I looked at Branstrom have a better game tomorrow night. Calvin 999 Charlie, is Crosby still making 8.7? Yep. He signed the meme contract, $8.7 million, playing for cheap there in Pittsburgh. Calvin, refs playing for Boston still, and they still lost. Yep. Rome says 8.7 is a discount on another team. I think Crosby probably could have gotten more. Yeah. Crosby could have gotten $10 million somewhere else. Crosby probably could have gotten max somewhere else. Let's be honest. Somebody would have paid him $14 million. Big Hog, refs are shipping off to Boston's payroll. It's still lost. Yep. Major Chow, enjoy the win. Lefty all around. I like Branstrom too, but he gave the puck away brutal in his own zone a couple times. Yeah. Yeah, but he'll sit down. He'll watch some video with Foot or Gonchar. I think he'll still be in the lineup tomorrow. Calvin 999 Charlie, you think the refs are biased? You should listen to their announcers. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I was watching the McSorley incident again when they had McSorley come out to the Giants game, and the announcers were just as bad as the play. It was absolutely brutal. Biased. Calvin, yeah, the word. Gary Wiseman, yeah, what a solid do. Calvin says GG all. Gamer Ray says Penguins tomorrow. Yeah, so everyone remember 4:30 tomorrow. Penguins. It's gonna be another game against Crosby. Gary Wiseman saying peace. Jake's Takes Hockey, thanks for having me. See y'all tomorrow, folks. Rome says, great segment, Jake's Takes. Lefty all around. The only player I don't like is Heinen, but he had a fairly good game tonight. Give him credit where it's due. Yep, you got to give him credit where it's due. Calvin saying Pagans will get eaten by the killer whales. I'll have to find a clip of a ochre eating a penguin because I'm sure there's one there. Jake's Takes says, thanks, Rome. Surely we won't lose against the Penguins tomorrow, right? Jason Damskov saying Kevin BX forever. Lefty all around says no one wants Shilovs. Sorry to say, the whole league knows he's weak on long shots. You never know. Some people might get desperate. Big Hog saying he's only 23. Yeah, he's still a rookie. He hasn't played the amount of games that he needs to even not be called a rookie. So I think he ends up back down in the AHL. Some more time to marinate. Had so much time to grow. Usually goalies hit their prime later. Yep. Calvin, did Susie get bumped down to the third line? Yep. Jake's Takes Penn will play hard. They are desperate. And now Jake is scared. Scared as Tyson versus Jake. Jake, I think the Canucks win, but Pens will probably make it close. Yeah, back-to-back will be rough. The Canucks need to come out flying. They're going to have to look at scoring some goals early. Jake's, it's going to be tough, isn't it? Jake's Takes, this reminds me of the time when that General Jackson took Florida from Spain and the United States had the inner turmoil in Congress. Rome says, Jake's Takes, yeah, would love it if the Canucks win the game 10-1. A little less stressed than today. Big Hog, guys, I will be here tomorrow. Give me my crazy hockey stat takes. Major Tau laughing. Jake is laughing because of Major Tau. Major Tau is laughing. Time to edit a video, says Jake Six. Hopefully it'll be up. Some highlights to show you guys in the Snooze Fest game. 8-1 tomorrow. Canucks tomorrow. Yes. Jay, gifting a sub. Mike Lavely in the chat, getting the free sub. Thank you, Jay. That's awesome. I very much appreciate that. You got the sub the other day from Major Tau, which is awesome. So it's all about karma, right, Major Tau? That's awesome. Have fun, Jake. And then Jay's gifting another one. That's wild. TFMTD getting a gifted sub from Jay. Jay, that's very generous. That's 2 gifted sub. That's awesome, buddy. That's very, very cool. Rome saying 10-1 because Dobby gets 10 treats. I'm sure Dobby would like that for sure. Jake's Takes, I will hog. I'm going to make it real dramatic too because it's fun. Oh, intro is going to be really dramatic because it's fun. Okay, kids. We're going to call it there. Thank you, Jay, for a couple of gifted subs there. Very, very generous of you to gift 2 subs there right at the end. I appreciate you very much, Jay. Not only are you gifting subs, you're always getting me all the good information when I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I appreciate you, Jay. I'm gonna go check out your Twitter, because I know you got some show and tell up there. So I'm gonna go check that out right now. And yeah, Canucks win 2-0. Lankinen first star of the game with a shutout. DeBrusk scoring in his return to Vancouver, to Boston for the first time. Zadorov and Lindholm held off the scoreboard. Absolutely awesome. Jake, thanks for the stream, Russ. Yep. Big Hog wants to use shipping out to Boston comment. Major Chow with the Chaos Giraffe, the high fives, and the eggplant in the chat. Zach saying was gifted me. Cool. Awesome. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And I just clicked that button. Oh, I clicked that there. I clicked that button a little early too. Things are getting chaotic out here. Hey, hang on. We gotta be chill. Gotta relax. Things are going off the rails. But you know what? That's all right, because we're about to end the stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in today for this early game. It's been absolutely fun having you all here tonight. Lots of gifted subs. Jay, shout out to Jay with the gifted subs in the chat. Shout out to Major Tao with all the gifted subs. Thank you all very much for tuning in today. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And remember to make good choices.